hello everyone. Okay, yes, I am late. I am late. I can't deny it. I am a minute. I think I did something wrong. No, I did not.
Hashtag late Seville.
I might need to change that. It's not doing it. I'm now not muted. Wait, give me a second. Give me a second. Give me a second. Let me. You can't use the redeem. What redeem is broken? Okay, I changed something. Let me fix it. I'm gonna go to the back screen. I realized that my settings are wrong. That shouldn't surprise anyone. Give me 1 second. Give me 1 second. Give me 1 second. Yeah. Wait 1 second. What? Yeah. I didn't fix it properly. I didn't know how to test it, okay? Let me do it. I also don't know why text-to-speech didn't trigger, but yeah, let me go to the back screen. Let me fix that really quick. Alright, but yeah, so welcome in everybody, welcome in. How's it going? It's going pretty good. It's going pretty good, Sky, except that I messed up my Twitch throwing. Worst case scenario, I can, wait, one. Okay, wait, I think that'll fix that part. And then this one, I think it needs to start. It's 200. Let's make it smaller because that was freaking huge. I think double size would work. Okay, and I can explain what I did in a second and why I did it. Okay. Okay. I think now we are good. Okay. Okay, let's go back to just chatting. Okay. Okay, I think I fixed the bit thing. Okay, so we had, yeah, it's a little bit, wait.
So you had one job and still messed it up.
We'll roll with it for now. I forgot to change size of thing. I also don't know why text-to-speech is not triggering. Text-to-speech should be triggering unless Foggy messed with something. That part, wait, it is still here, right? Yeah, sound alerts are, no, it's not sound alerts. Where's, it's one of the alerts. One of the alerts. Where is the alert? Sorry, I didn't think I'd have technical issues this early on. We will get into the game very shortly. Okay, just troubleshooting here, just troubleshooting this part. It triggered for us? I did trigger. You heard it? Is it broken for me again? It's weird, the little pop-up. Did you guys see the pop-up? I didn't see the pop-up. Yes. Okay. Okay, wait, I know how to fix, I figured out how to fix it this time. We saw and heard it. Okay. I mean, I saw the bits and I heard the bits. I just... Yeah, I'll get the extension. Okay, I see it's there.
Make sure to turn on the extension for the game as well.
Last time. Where is it? Where is it? Where is it? Where is it? Chat box, not, sound alerts. Probably should. And then advanced audio properties. Monitor and output. Perfect. Okay, and then what else? What else was there? There was a different one. There was a second alerts. Off, close. And then advanced audio properties, monitor and output. Okay, this is what fixed it last time. That should be working. Okay, okay. So first time in King of the Castle, he went bald. Yeah, that was a little while ago. All right, okay, everything's fixed. Everything's fixed. As you can see, today is King of the Castle. Yeah, hopefully I can hear text-to-speech now and everything's good. Let's see if it worked. I can't hear it.
Can you hear me for once?
I can't hear it. Advanced audio properties, alerts, what caused it to work last time? This is what worked last time. Close. Alerts. Properties. Refresh. Okay. Properties. No. Advanced audio properties. Monitor and output. Okay, maybe now. Maybe refreshing it will work. Maybe that's what caused it? What I fixed it with last time isn't fixing it now. But the answer, Shadow, is no, I could not hear you. You know, let me turn on the thing. I had the extension. Where'd the extension go? Okay, let's go to the extension. Let's just turn on the King of the Castle extension, right? Right, set as overlay 1. Alright. The extension should be there. You break things? I don't know! I updated my computer and everything died! I don't also know why there's ads, but literally everything died when I updated my computer. yesterday my Discord audio started like spazzing out and going through my monitor for some reason. I couldn't figure out why that was, but it's just weird. Let me take the drink really quick. Thank you. But literally, I had no issues with this before. All right, we'll get into the game. Hopefully text-to-speech works now. Question mark. If not, hopefully it works when we're in the gaming setup. I can check DMs after. All right, but let's see. Let's go over here and let's see if we can get the game to work properly. Turn off the wings, and there we go. Okay. Put that over there, put chat over here. Okay. And then you have the game, and we have it. I think what I want to do, I want today's stream to go on longer. Therefore, either we're gonna have one really, really long session, right? Or we're gonna have 2 normal length sessions. Either way, I want it to be like, you know, a longer stream. I want to do 2. I want to do 2 sessions. But if the first session goes on really long and I actually survive, we might just continue that one. It depends. I haven't survived yet. Watch the game crash. It might. What did it crash 3 times last time? All right. What do you want the dynasty? We had the basement, we had the attic, we had the backyard, we had, I think, the shed. Wait. What did we have? Wait, let's check. What are we had the burnt kitchen was last time. Backyard, the shed, the attic, and the basement. Yeah, okay. I just forgot the burnt kitchen. Make a red team? I can do the red team. I can do the red team. I can do the red team. The neighbor's house. Okay.
The neighbor's house.
Okay. New dynasty. Okay. You guys want... Okay, I see 2 for the neighbor's house. I feel like that's the first and what we should probably do. I find that funny. Yeah. I'm pretty sure it got votes last time, too. Alright, the neighbor's house. The neighbor's house it is. Did I spell it right? I did spell neighbor, right? Like, I'm looking at your guys' spell, and I'm hoping... Not... Oh, there is no capital. I got it right the first time. I was trying to capitalize the N. Okay, there isn't a different capital N. Why is my Y like that? Hello? There we go. Okay. 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 Neighbors. Yeah, okay. Can I put an apostrophe? No, it doesn't matter. Alright, play on Twitch. Continue. Okay, I had a request for red. What do you guys want the other 2 to be? I see the purple request. I see the purple request, but you know, I've also gotten a request not to add purple from not just myself. You know, I did promise you guys last time I'd add purple this time, right? For the first one. I'll add purple for the first one, right? Blue and yellow? Okay, there's too many people saying purple, VCat. There's too many people. I'm adding the purple. Who do you guys want as the other one? We haven't had yellow, right? We haven't had yellow in a while, right? Did we have the Grandies last time? I don't think we had the Grandies last time. Guess what? I have 2 red. Huh? Like 2 right hands? I don't want to do blue. Yellow coal? Yeah, we had blue a lot. We had blue a lot. I feel like the ones who eat bees. We haven't had the bees in a while. We need the bees. We're not going to blue. We'll go with yellow. We'll go with yellow. Not the bees, all the bees. Okay. Red, purple, yellow. That is what we are going with. All right, there you go. There you go. Be sure to pick. If you guys have the game, pick which house. If not, just do !join, space, and then the pronouns you wish for the game to use. And, yeah, you're good. All right. Hopefully we don't end up super stacked. Last time we had like 7 active people in one group, and everyone else had like 3. Hopefully it's there. Yeah, you have to own the game to be able to pick which faction you're in, but otherwise it's good. No, why? You know, you guys can try. You guys can definitely try to speedrun this. I just, I don't think it's gonna work, right? I don't think it's gonna work. But yes, let me know too if any of the audio needs swapped around. I'm trying to keep an eye on the game audio. I mean, it should be fine. It should be the same settings as last time, but obviously, like, alerts and stuff got messed up, so I'm afraid. Do I actually not see alerts? Gaming alerts. It's a completely different thing. It was interesting of me to do. Gaming alerts, gaming alerts. Monitor now, but it should be working in theory. Yeah, you have to own the game to pick the color that you are. Is there anyone else that is interested in joining in before we get started? Oh wait. I think I may have figured out why I couldn't hear audio. Wait, audio. Global audio devices, audio. Where's the output? Output. No, that's the right place. Never mind. I have no idea. Okay. Hello, Dark. Would you like to join in before we start? By any chance? Preferably on a team that's not purple? Dark, we don't need to stack the teams like this, Dark. We really don't. Come on. Give Sky a chance. Give Sky a chance, right? The yellow peoples need hope. The yellow peoples need help. Oh, okay, never mind, that's fair. Alright, we'll start with how it is. If people join in, obviously they can join in later. Let's see how it goes. Alright, let's go with the council introduction. Yep, my duty is to meet with the nobles. Everyone's there, introduced to the east. Hi, Shadow. Hi purple people, hi yellow people, hi red people, yada yada. We've done this before. They're raising their cups, they're rowdy, and I don't want to be on the throne anymore. Path to victory. Your Majesty, when you die, how will you hope the kingdom to remember you? I always choose the wrong thing for this. Alright, let's see. Everyone has decent farming, decent trade. Really, there's no bad options. I haven't had much help with, like, sometimes I do great in one aspect, and other times the game just screws me over. I'm worried about the bees, so I don't want to go with farming. I think I'm gonna go with... I'm gonna go with trade. I haven't done trade, I don't think. Alright, increase the trade, get an heir, discuss later. Got it. Faith. I'm not doing faith, okay? I died because of faith last time. Although it may be really easy with the Grandies and the Barbarians, but no. Or the Barons, sorry, but it's basically the same thing. Alright, thank you for the pin. And coronation. Why the hurry for the coronation? So that any longer will make the nobles restless. Well, I don't want that, I suppose. And just vote on it. Vote on it already, peoples. Vote on it. What would you like to do? You can either A, host a lavish party, B, force the commoners to swear a blood oath, C, throw the queen into the river, or D, nobles must put on a vast banquet for the queen. What would you guys like to do? I won't block anything from you guys, even though I should. I really should. You guys like the same option every single time, but I trust you guys. Like, one day we'll host a lavish party and I'll have no money. But it'll be fine. It'll be fine. It'll be fine. I'm sure. Alright. Again, to vote, !vote space the letter that you wish to vote for, A, B, C, or D. Sometimes there will be more, sometimes there will be less. Either way, it looks like I'm getting thrown into the river. Also, welcome in, Phoenix. Let me see really quick where you got thrown in. You got thrown onto the Grandies. Alright, what kind of coronation is that? A very traditional ceremony dating back to Queen Alma the Wise. It's meant to represent you being reborn as a true queen. The nobles pick you up and carry you into the Treadwater River, hurling you into the shallow water with a cheer. When you climb back up to the bank, soaking wet, the Chancellor steps forward and places the crown upon your head. Is it your imagination, or some of the nobles' stifling giggles? Alright, well, I'm kind of amazed that this is only the second time you guys have thrown me into the river. I think I just block it out every other time, and that's the end of the season. Mirtha of the VCat bloodline, charismatic marcher prodigy, stands before a blazing hearth, shouting and swearing. When have the barons of the march backed down from a fight? Never. I know you'll do it. I'll know you'll do whatever it takes to put me, your rightful queen, on the throne. VCat, I believe you are the only one here. What do you wish to have for the barons? Neither go for sorcery, where you have to raise the authority, B, a doppelganger, where you have to lower defiance in your own territory, or C, modernization, lower the other nation's military. Good luck. All I can say is good luck to you, VCat. Going for defiance, alright. Probably the easiest, The barons plan to swap the real queen for a perfect doppelganger. First, they must gain the trust of the spy master. To advance their scheme, the barons must keep defiance at 4 or less in 4 seasons. Is it Tatiana? Tatiana of the Foggy Dynasty, sinister reformed cultist, leans delicately on a podium, speaking in a melodious voice. I feel like I said that wrong. My fellow counts, in ancient times the East was its own proud kingdom. We can bring back those days of glory, but not while the false Queen Siviel wears the crown. What would you guys like to do, purple peoples? Would you like A, subterfuge, where you need to lower stability, intimidation, where you need to raise stability, or C, possession, where you need to lower your own defiance? I changed my username a few minutes ago. I don't think it'll show up properly. Did it not? It's very No, it did. It did. It did change. It showed up properly. I don't know what your username was before Phoenix, but yeah, it's definitely Phoenix of Grey now. Is only Foggy voting? Does no one else? Oh, it's only Foggy and Shadow, yeah. Okay, I keep forgetting. Last time we had like 3 or 4 people and I'm like, I want everyone to have a thing. Is everyone just gonna go for Defiance? You guys are going for Defiance. So, the Counts plan to summon a demon to possess the Queen, putting her totally under their control. First, they must lull the Queen into a false sense of security. To advance their scheme, the Counts must lower their Defiance to 4 or less in 2 seasons. Finally, the Grandies. Ignazia of the Phoenix of Grey lineage. Legendary southern prodigy stands bathed in sunshine, speaking softly. A false pretender occupies the throne while my claim is ignored. Grandies of the South, this is a stain on our honor. We must not allow it to go unanswered. Yellow peoples, what would you like to do? A, you can either cause an uprising where your goal is to raise the treasury. B, fervor? Fever? Or something. Raise your own farming. Or C, excommunication where your goal is to lower stability. What would you guys like to do? You can currently vote on what you guys would like to do. Sky, yeah, Sky, you're on this team. Feel free to place your vote, whatever it is, and then I think it's gonna be 50-50 between if you don't pick the same thing. Phoenix is going for excommunication. Anything but treasury. Why don't you want to go for treasury? Trying to make me broke again? Is that your guys' goal? Are you guys showing me your thing? Didn't I already die of bankruptcy? I had to loot tombs last time. Alright. I take it Sky is not going to vote, so we'll go with excommunication. The Grandies plan to persuade the Archbishop to excommunicate the Queen. First, they must lower the royal credibility. To advance their scheme, Grandies must lower stability to 4 or less in 2 seasons. Good luck. All I can say is good luck. Alright. Lowering defiance, and again, lowering stability. Good luck to everyone. I hope that I am the one to prevail. Alright. I think I'm going to take the reverse voting, and we'll move on. You're behind? Oh, you're really behind. Try and refresh the stream. Refreshing should bring you back up to page. I do apologize if it gives an ad. I cannot control that. Alright, let's see. Honor Guard, the printing press. This one sounds new. Your Highness, a blacksmith in the south has come up with some sort of printing contraption. Instead of relying on a painstaking effort of scribes, it produces hundreds of copies of text an hour. How remarkable. Yes, Your Holiness. Isn't technology wonderful? Don't you see how dangerous this is? Books could stay in the churches and universities, or else commoners will start getting Ideas. Oh, Foggy, you don't want commoners having ideas? Damn. What would you guys like to do? A, allow the printing press to be used by the masses. B, only the church may use the printing press. C, only the university may use the printing press. Or D, forbid the use of the printing press altogether. I say we veto that. I don't care what comes later. Vetoing that, yeah, we'll, have fun. Start the vote. There you go. How about no? We're not going with the wheels on horses idea. That shouldn't show up again, by the way. It looks like... Alright, only the university is allowed to use the printing press. Quail? Something university will be proud to take stewardship of this marvelous new technology. Over the next few months, the university publishes countless educational texts spreading knowledge that was once been confined to the library, provides immense boon to trading and farming as the common folk learn advanced techniques for increasing the crop and mine fields. Holy crap, trade went up a lot. Oh, trade went up a lot. Unfortunately, the university also publishes a few histories of the kingdom that do not paint the monarchy in a flattering light. Wow. Lovely. Okay. The untimely death. Murder, my father Cat was murdered! Oh my god, it's not even the first season and V-Cat's dead! Oh my god, this is amazing. Rest in peace, V-Cat. Hello, V-Cat Jr. It was a Grandy Phoenix of the 9th. Don't let her deny it. I won't deny it. I killed V-Cat. Phoenix coming in with a splash. Okay.
V-Cat is dead, punk.
Damn, Shadow. I can't even hear the text-to-speech. For some reason, it's not coming through. I know you guys can. I cannot hear it on my end, and I don't know why. But it was no murder. V-Cat agreed to an honorable duel, which I won. Thank God, it was no duel. It was a cold-blooded killing. What reason would my father possibly have to duel you in the first place? The reason for any duel between the challenger and challengee, a private matter, is not fit for the council. What would you guys like to do for the murder of V-Cat? You can either hold a trial for Phoenix, you can, imprison Phoenix, the spy master should investigate to find evidence, or the duel is a duel, let the accused free. What would you guys like to do? I feel like you guys, are gonna just vote against V-Cat no matter what happens. Hey, you can still vote! You can vote, V-Cat, you're not dead. You have someone in the council now. No, V-Cat, that's not how this works. Really quick, while the voting is going on, let me go to the, I'm trying to fix why I can't hear the text-to-speech. So let me figure this out really quick as that's going on. Gaming alerts. It really should go advanced audio properties. Gaming alerts. I need to refresh it too. Gaming alerts. Gaming alerts. I do apologize. I don't know why I'm having technical issues with this. I had it last stream too, but I fixed it somehow. Refresh it. Okay, it should, hopefully, maybe that was enough. Okay, looks like you guys are letting Phoenix free. Not a surprise. Not a surprise at all. Oh god! You would let a murderer walk loose even after she admitted right into the council chambers? Gazooks! There's some interesting dialogue, V-Cat. Well, that the council respects the duelist code. Once agreed upon, a duel cannot be rescinded. Thank you for preserving the southern traditions, your highness. Rest in peace, V-Cat. Okay, the honor guard. What weird scenario are we gonna have this time? One day you're walking through the palace gardens when you're confronted by an unusual sight. One of your palace watch is standing guard, but instead of a pike, he's holding a mop? Fearlessly defending us from dust, are you? Last week, a grubby little urchin kicked me in the shins and stole my proper pike. I grabbed the first replacement I could find. What if there was an assassin? I'd probably hide behind a decorative urn. I can only apologize, Your Majesty. The Palace Watch has been more incompetent than usual recently. It's obvious that you need a proper honor guard to protect you. But first, how can we improve the watch? Crap. All I can— oh, I changed colors. All I can say is, yeah, have fun, guys. Have fun. What would you guys like to do? Please, I beg of you. Please. Please. Okay. Okay, we're doing something right, I think. Yeah, we're doing something right. We're doing something right. Also, welcome in, welcome in. Okay, I am very, very glad that you guys did not go for D, because this could have been over really quickly, and I'm glad that you guys didn't. Thank you. Thank you. Okay. Okay. I think that's good for voting. Nobles voted to enforce harsher discipline. Rest in peace to my stability. I have more authority, so I'm fine with this. If one thing's clear from this mess, it's that you need an honor guard who can actually keep you safe, not like these kittens. Think carefully, Your Majesty. These guards' loyalties will be divided between you and their region. Of course, you could just hire foreign mercenaries. They'll be loyal to the coin above all else. Can I just say I'm not going with the purple people? I really don't want to go with the purple people. I don't trust the purple people. But we'll hear them all out again. I also don't like the battle nuns. Like, I have bad beef with all of these guys. Tell me about the Eastern Knights. The Order of Drowned Rose are highly respectable. They understand palace etiquette, but it's been years since they fought in an actual battle. You see that? They've years since they fought in a battle. They mostly write poems. Yeah, that doesn't sound like a good battle to me. Or like a good person. Just like the battle nuns, they failed me one time and I turned into a werewolf because terrifying warriors, and they've sworn a vow of silence. So at least they won't spill state secrets. But their faith and loyalty is to the church above all else, even your safety. You could always waste your— I've never gone the mercenary route, but I don't have that much money. And I don't trust my money is the problem. I don't trust my money. Tell me about the march. These soldiers have fought in more battles than they've had hot dinners. They'll be uncouth, no doubt, and won't adapt well to life in the palace, but they're loyal and tough as nails. And what about the mercenaries? A band of fearsome fighters from the Tatterlands called the Battle-Bitten Brethren. They specialize in bodyguard work, but they're costly, and hiring foreigners will betray a lack of confidence in our kingdom's fighters. Yeah, that still doesn't sound great. I've made my decision. I feel like I should go red purely to lower defiance. You always skip the poets? You know, just so I can say that I have used them before, right? Just so you can say that I've given them a chance, right? Only. Even though it would be smart to lower defiance with the barons, right? Even though it would be smart, I'm kind of already losing authority. So, give me the poets. Give me the poets. The knights arrive a few weeks later. They are extremely pale and extremely polite. The commander introduces herself as Floridbow before reading out a poem she's written for the occasion. Wow. 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 Wow, poems. Alright, end of the season. What would you guys like to vote for? You can either vote to raise trade in the barons, lower trade in the barons, raise faith in the counts, lower faith in the counts, raise authority, or lower stability. What would you guys like to vote for? Are you actually going to, you know, vote in my favor now, Foggy? Is this what this is? Just for choosing your people? Is that what that means? Is it? Is it? Is it? Rest in peace, my high stability. Alright. Looks like so far there is some funding for lowering faith. There's some funding for raising trade. Okay. 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 Looks like the faith may not be lowering. we will see in a great 18, 17, 16 seconds. I don't know why I was counting down with it, but I am. I will. It's fun. Alright, so far stability and trade are what is changing. 5 more seconds to fund your stuff. Trade is definitely going to be making it through. Thank you, VCAT, for helping my thing, but rest in peace to my stability. Buildings funded, VCAT funded the bazaar, and Phoenix funded to the prison to lower stability. You'd think that'd raise stability, but I guess not. Escaped experiment, noble kidnapped, or finding a spouse. We will wait on the spouse thing until I, experiment. Apparently something has escaped the cellars of Shadow's castle. I've asked an eyewitness to report from a local. Hello, your majesty. It's been an unholy sight. A monster stitched together with parts dug up from the village cemetery. I recognized my Aunt Edna's earlobes. Why would you know what her earlobes look like? Did it hurt anyone? No, it just seemed confused. Kept asking for its father. The creature is my life's work, your grace, and my son! It escaped with, his escape was regrettable. He just wanted to see the village up close. Rest assured, I have him chained up far more securely in my dungeon to assure it won't happen again. God damn it, Shadow. It's too late for that, Count. You and your unholy creation must be burned. It's the only way to cleanse this world of your evil. What would you guys like to do about Shadow's child? Burn both Shadow and the monster. Burn the monster, but the Count lives. The monster may live as long as it's imprisoned, or free the monster. Oh dear God, I feel like I shouldn't veto this early, but I'm going to veto this early, and the monster, I need authority. I need all the authority I can get. Ooh, I did not want reverse voting. I want, veto. I want a veto C. Good job, but good luck. Slash and burn. Burn it? How about not? Why do we need to burn it? Why do we need to burn it? Why do we need to burn it? What about gambling, guys? Gambling's fun. Gambling's fun. Gambling's a lot of fun. I vote for gambling. 50-50 sounds like great odds to me. No gambling. No, I didn't try and trick you with reverse. I just clicked the wrong thing. Burn Shadow and the monster. Burn us if you wish, you fools. I was on the verge of defeating death itself. You'll burn your own savior. The Count and his hideous creation are burned together at dawn, clutching each other's hands. The common folk celebrate the night's justice is done. Shadow now has an heir, and the monster's dead. Surely that can't cause any issues. Noble kidnapped. Your Holiness, the loyal noble Grandee Phoenix has been taken hostage. Wow, Phoenix, you've been in a lot of trouble recently. What would the kidnappers want with her? It's some criminal organization. These horrid miscreants demand gold and safe passage to the Ajmedi in exchange for the Phoenix return. Crap. You know, guys, vote. I believe in you. I believe in gambling. Can we believe in gambling, guys? Guys, you like gambling, right? You like gambling? Gambling's fun. Gambling's fun. Why can we gamble? We like gambling. Gambling's great. I feel like gambling should be the way to go. You guys just like gambling. Alright, 7 seconds left to see how this... Oh. Gambling. Gambling! We voted for gambling! The Outlaws are no match for the Southern forces with which rush Phoenix to Phoenix's aid. Hello, I am failing that. I feel like I need to make the bits smaller. I made them way too big.
Now I see where Foggy gets his gambling habit from.
His gambling habit comes from, exactly. The treasury is higher, the Grandee's wealth has increased. Wow. Alright, really quick, I don't think it was the Poet Warriors. Did it say it was the Poet Warriors? I thought it was just, you know, the military itself. Really quick, I want to fix, I can't handle the bit size. The bit size is getting to me. Really quick, it's gonna be ugly for 1 second. I want to fix the bit size. going to fix the bit size really quick. So you're gonna see some stuff. It's gonna look ugly. 1 second, 1 second, 1 second, 1 second. Oop, that's the wrong thing. There we go. I think that's about where it was before. Okay, ugly stuff gone. Okay. There we go, back to the game. Sorry about that. I wanted to fix that. It bugged me. Okay, finding a spouse. Sorry about that. In the twisty passages of your castle, you avoid your advisors, nobles, and even the spy master, but there's one person you can't avoid, your mother. Why haven't you found a spouse yet? Is it urgent? Of course, don't worry about I'll take the liberty of finding eligible candidates. What's your preference? Men, women, or any? Not interested in love, but I guess men. Excellent, I'll send out messengers to the most influential noble families in the kingdom. Let's see what they have to offer. And we will see what we get next time. Hidden in the labyrinth beneath the eastern castle, a pair of counts meet to speak of their schemes against the queen. The Chancellor has sent me a fruit basket last week to thank us for our efforts of helping the crown. It's working! Our reputation is secure! The problem now is the Archbishop. His beady little eyes will focus on us if we're not careful. You must evade him at all costs. For the next stage of the scheme, counts must lower their faith to 4 or less in 4 seasons. Good luck. Alright, Grandies, what do you have to offer? Far to the south, a pair of Grandies are conversing on the balcony of a hillside villa. One of them paces up and down, clearly agitated. It's absurd, the queen is a fool and a weakling, yet the people love her, the kingdom is as stable as ever. No golden age lasts forever, my friend, the peasants are a fickle bunch. As Grandie Phoenix talks, she lies back, casually lowering another olive into her mouth. Grandie's aim is to lower the kingdom's stability to 4 or less. Alright. I believe I need to lower defiance in the barons. The purple people are fine. The yellow, you guys are definitely fine. Stay single if you're not injured. How do I get in? I guess I could adopt. I haven't gone that route yet. I could. Alright. Gonna bribe you guys. I need you guys to be, up to commoner again. Maybe not a commoner. Maybe not the commoner. That caused issues. I'm actually running pretty good. Yeah, I'm good without the commoner. You know, if I had the option, I'd marry the fish again. If I had the option. He was very helpful. Okay. There we go. Then a jousting tournament, another duel gone wrong. Another duel? Damn, Phoenix. Eligible options. Let's start with the duel. Murder! Grandie Phoenix has murdered in her own home! Oh, Phoenix. Oh. You really are getting into trouble. I think you'll find, noble Grandie, that Phoenix met her unfortunate end in a duel. Comes with the territory, I suppose. A duel? There was a knife in her back! Indeed, my opponent was facing away was a particular strategy. Do something, your majesty. This is clearly Baron VCat's unlawful vengeance for his father. What would you guys like to do? You can either A, execute VCat. Oh god, you guys are gonna execute VCat. I don't even need to vote this. I already know what you guys are gonna do. B, Grandie, Sky has no evidence. Let him free. Or duels are very clearly unsafe and must be banned. You're gonna be on the 3rd. You're going for a record. Alright. What'd you guys like to do? Let VCat go free, execute VCat, or ban dueling altogether. You know, I am very impressed with you guys. I am very impressed that Foggy and Shadow did not vote to kill VCat. I am very impressed. I don't know why I'm impressed, but I am very impressed with this. Alright, VCat goes free. Okay. Pure favoritism, us Grandies, no honorable duels, and this was no honorable duel. Oh, shut your pie hole. I might challenge you to an unexpected duel. Late at night, in your bedchamber. Oh, dear God. Perhaps this is for the best. Murder amongst nobles was always lightly encouraged, but hidden and unregulated, it's now legal. Okay. A jousting tournament. Your Majesty, the Barons of the March invite you to a jousting tournament. How delightfully rustic. Who is this for again? Oh, it's the March. Okay. I believe that I will, just attend and support a knight. Chancellor inclines their head politely. It won't be, my ideal day out, Your Majesty, but I'm sure you will have a marvelous time. And eligible options. Not declining. Not declining. I'm keeping all of your guys' defiance very here. I don't care if this boosts, the Barons. I'm keeping all of you guys here. I'm trying my best this time, okay? I found 3 potential matches for you. 1 eligible young man from each of the kingdom's 3 regions. Choose wisely, you'll be securing a powerful alliance. Yes, yes, I know. Your mother leads you into the Great Hall, where she's arranged 3 portraits on easels. Now each is covered. Still don't even get to meet them, huh? There's no time for sentiment. You must, need a match that benefits your station and suits your political needs. She whisks away the cloth from the first portrait. This is Grimwald, the eldest son of the Eastern Shadow Dynasty. Hi, Shadow's son. You, I thought your actual son already died. Frankenstein's dead. This is not Frankenstein, is it? In his youthful era, he ran and tried to join a circus. They found him in the end, thanks to the ninth. Spends most of his time indoors, poring over musty tombs. He's obsessed with his family's legacy. I don't see what all the fuss is about. Second is from the south, Alfonso, the eldest son of the Sky lineage. He's reputed to have an ego the size of the sun, but there's nothing wrong with confidence, right? Like many in the south, he claims to put his faith in the ninth god above all worldly concerns. He's got grand plans by all accounts, and he wants to change the world. I don't like the looks of him. A chance with purple marriage? He's better than the Grandies so far, and finally the March is offering Victor. The prestigious Vito, bloodline. I don't know why I'm stuttering through this. A typical Baron, really. Loud and brash, self-absorbed, but mostly well-meaning. He set up his own mercenary company for a while and did good business. That's all over now. He's said to be obsessed with carving a place for himself in history. He's bald. He's bald. Is that all? What do you think? Of course, my candidates, you'll anger the other regions. We'll have a lifelong alliance. Yeah, I've made my decision. We need bald man? No, we don't need bald. You know, I just, you know, I was told that I don't need to take any options, right? I was told I don't need to take any options. This may raise defiance everywhere, but you know, there's gotta be other options. I don't have issues with bald men, right? I don't have issues with bald men. I can just say, right? I can just say that, that's not what I'm, I don't know how to say this. I don't know how to say this, so let's just keep going, and I feel very obligated to press this button. But not purple. Only once have I had a marriage where the other person is actually, like, happy to be with me. Only once. And you guys killed him in front of me. Yeah, fine. You won't kill him if he's purple, right? I've already been very generous to purple. Marry yellow. I don't care for any of these candidates. None of the candidates are great. One has an ego. One tried to join a circus, and one is very brash. Killed you in beer? Yeah, and purple turned me into a werewolf and killed me, and you guys did a lot of stuff to me. You know, fine. You guys make a very unconvincing argument, but just so you can say that I went the purple route, right? We'll take the purple. Excellent, I've made the arrangements. Wow. Okay, end the season, we're done with this. Anything good? Money, no. Stability. Let's go with that. Let's vote for this. Yeah, let's go with, remove the monarch's vote. Let's go with that. The favored competitor comet sighting and the royal wedding. Let's start with the comet sighting. That one sounds new. A blood-red comet was spotted in the sky over the east, Your Grace. The peasants are claiming it to be a terrible omen. The common folk are on the verge of panic. Is there anything we can do? I say we tell the church to dispel the baseless rumor. It's just gambling. The priest in the east preached that the comet is actually a good omen due to the new interpretation of the obscure clusters of stars. Fortunately, the church is trusted enough in the east that most peasants believe their pastors. The comet is celebrated as a sign of the ninth god's favor. Ah, that was easy. That was really easy. I feel like that's gonna come and bite me later, but that was easy. Yeah, I vaguely remember denying one time and marrying a peasant. I know I did that. The barons have assembled upon a jousting field. Watching from tall stands, the place is buzzing with excitement. Welcome one and all. We have a most thrilling guest today. Cheering erupts and nobles stomp so hard that the stands tremble. Your Majesty, the highest-ranking knights of the tournament are applying for your favor. First is Baron Vicat II, the Cunning, who's won every bout last year. Some claim that he cheated, but surely they're just jealous. He kind of also murdered someone, but, you know. Second is Wendell. No one thought he would succeed this year, but he's obviously trained hard. People are calling him the underdog. Last is Grandy Phoenix II, her interloper. An surprise foreign contestant, but she's qualified nonetheless. It's my lineage. So my lineage. Wow, my English skills were doing so well before and now they're failing. So my liege, who will you favor? The hell is Wendell? Where was Wendell from? Did they say where Wendell was from? Is Wendell from the Counts? Is Wendell— I need to lower Grandies, but... No, I'm not voting for you, VCat. You murdered someone. Your defiance is fine. Where was Wendell from? Wendell's red? Okay. I think that's okay. I don't want to raise defiance I need to lower the Grandy's defiance. Barons, I think? Okay. You know, that's murdered. That was different. No, you murdered someone. But just favor the cat. I don't want to favor the cat. I'm going for the— I want to go for the underdog. Hey, what are the barons? Okay. You beckon him forth and affix a ribbon to his chest. The crowd cheers as he rides into the starting post. I have 50-50. Clap politely. Wendell bows once more and the bout begins. Grandy Phoenix is the first opponent. Their horses stamp. The two joust and glare at each other across the field. Have at you! The joust gallops toward each other. Phoenix II catches Wendell squarely in the chest with their lance. Slowly, painfully, he tops down into the dust. Praise be victory! Grandy Phoenix goes to win the day, claiming all a hefty cash prize, and is on the track to win the entire jousting championship. Wendell carries on bravely competing, but the barons muster that your so-called favor is nothing but bad luck. Damn, I did absolutely nothing. Oh well. Oh well, that's a one-and-done situation, right? The royal wedding. Vicat didn't even get mentioned in that. Your wedding is to Grimwald, naturally the talk of the kingdom. Nobles and peasants alike travel from across the realm to attend. For a week and a day, the capital is one giant party. It feels like you're the only one not taking part. Instead, you're getting ready for the ceremony. Soon enough, you're standing in St. Bernard's Cathedral with Grimwald at your side. You take this man to be your lawfully wedded husband? I sure guess so. Then I pronounce you queen and husband. After the wedding, of course, there's a feast, and after the feast, a dance. Your new husband, Grimwald, dances so vigorously that he spills wine all over himself. By the time you find yourself alone with Grimwald, it's past midnight, and you've never felt more tired.
That's my boy.
I don't know if that's something to be proud of. I don't know if that's something to be proud of. Hydrate. Alright, let me take the drink really quick, Frost. Thank you. Thank you, Frost. By the time you find yourself— oh, we already read that. Good God, I'm so drunk and yet somehow not drunk enough. Time for more wine. You guys picked a real winner here. Wow, I'm so glad I went with purple. I'm so glad I went with purple. Shut up, Shadow. I think it's also a safe time to say I cannot hear the text to speech, so I do apologize if I talk over it. Servants, bring us wine. That's the spirit. So what did you think of the wedding? It was damn beautiful from start to finish, wasn't it? I had a whale of a time. Okay, well, what do you do in your spare time? Books, books, and more books, and obviously get drunk. The written word is faster than any ship. She'll transport you halfway across the world in a heartbeat. Well, I want you to be happy. I want to have happy husbands, so just go to bed. Just go to bed. Swings back the dregs in his wine and leads you to— oh dear God, I feel like I went too far with that. Anyway, that's the end of the day. This is a very quick season. Deep in the forest of the march, Baron VCAT has gone boar hunting with a few of his close friends. Fate is against us, friend. We failed to win the Spymaster's trust, and she still watches us with an eagle eye. How? How did you fail to— am I reading this wrong? How goes the search for a lookalike? Not well. I'm still looking. The best I found is a peasant with the wrong shaped nose, wrong colored eyes, and a wooden leg. Don't let that discourage you. Keep searching. Our doppelgangers out there, I'm sure of it. Lower their defiance to 4 or less. I'm pretty sure that's a 1. Okay, is that a book? It has to be. It has to be. You guys are— it's never been above 4. Actually, at one point it was a 5, but do their fights going up and down? Maybe. But the season ended and it's at a 1. We'll see. Hopefully that fixed itself. Alright. A proposition, a blooming crop, a letter. The letter has arrived from Wendell, your majesty, your favorite competitor from the Baron's jousting tournament. He was badly injured in his final bout and had to pay an expensive physician. I am so glad I voted for you, dude. Nobles across the kingdom have raised concerns about the safety of jousting. They're worried about the fad and will even be more dangerous. I read that really wrong. What would you guys like to do about banning jousting? A, you can ignore the safety concerns. B, ban jousting altogether. Or C, compensate Wendell for the injuries. Start the vote. What would you guys like to do? Yes, currently every team's equal. So I still forgot how to say your name. If it's Zitto or if it's something else. And VCAT, you guys are on red. Bog and Shadow are on purple. And Phoenix, you are with Sky on yellow. Ignore the safety concerns. Wow. As the barons slap each other on the back, the Chancellor looks pained. Thanks to the council's decision, visitors flock to the march to witness a thrilling, dangerous sport. The marcher economy blooms! Holy crap, look at that trade. Okay, a blooming crop. Safety concerns are like Geneva's. God damn it. God damn it. Your Majesty, the yields from the eastern farms are extraordinary. I've never seen anything like it. The peasants are practically drowning in cabbages. They've even hybridized a new variety of pest-resistant cabbage. We must assemble a team from the university to study this new crop. It could benefit the entire kingdom. By the blood of the dead, wait a moment, you can't spread our secrets to just anyone. I'll have you know that the produce is very much in demand. We're just in the middle of securing a cabbage trade agreement from the Tavillian? These eggheads could disrupt everything terribly. So welcome in, Pog. Welcome in, welcome in. Alright, what would you guys like to do? Defiance sucks, but there's no bad options here. Oh my god, is the game being nice to me? Okay. Here you go. You can either vote to pay the counts to accommodate the scholars, B, prohibit the scholars from the fast track of the trade deal, or C, claim the cabbages for the kingdom and distribute them widely. What would you guys like to do? Alright, Pog, you got onto the barons. Alright. Looks like you guys want to prohibit the scholars and fast track the trade deal. Oh. Alright, wait, what were the options? What does it trade? Hey, I see trade. It lowers farming, but you know what that means? That means my trade goes higher. I'll take that, please. Hydrate? Alright, let me take the drink. Let me take the drink. Thank you. Thank you, Undertale. Tell Frost that I'm not gonna drown on my own water. Anyway, the Eastern Trade Agreement with the Italian goes ahead, and great fanfare. Soon, wagon loads of cabbages trundle back and forth, bringing vast profit with them. Aware of the secret hybrids for the first time, the grandees and barons are not pleased. They cannot go against the will of the council, no matter how much they argue. The barons hybridize their own, own barley to rival that of the barons. But when the first beer drinkers suffer leaking boils from their mouth. What? You know what? Yeah, it didn't go well. Got it. Minimal side effects. Minimal side effects. Surely that will hurt me later, but oh well. A proposition. Majesty, I have an idea, the best since the line parchment, I dare say. An expedition. To Chur. Where the hell is Chur? What is that? The vastness of Chur, your majesty, a great unexplored and untamed continent far across the eastern sea. Chur. You have a lot of wealth at the moment, your highness. It's just sitting around collecting dust. Why not make a sound investment and send out explorers to Chur? Who knows what they might find? Treasure, rare materials, ancient history, a new disease? She's a bit too animated when she says the word disease. I'm sitting so pretty right now. And I feel like this could go wrong so quickly. I really feel like this could go wrong quickly. Money, this could go wrong so fast. We're for gambling here. It's like a fine idea. Her eyes light up from behind her spectacles. Wonderful news. I shall make preparations immediately. Expect a brief on your desk very soon. I'm gonna regret this. I'm really gonna lose all my stability and authority, and we're gonna have a plague and this season. You said you had a surprise for me? Indeed, and here it is. Behold, your highness. What are you doing in such an hour? I'm sorry. I hope you didn't overhear any. Quit blabbling. Babbling. There we go. You blowhard. It isn't the queen. It's a peasant who's the queen's splitting image. Great God, and just in time, the spymaster trusts us and we can move on to the next phase. Kidnapping the queen! And putting this fool in her place. How do we manage that? Meet the kingdom in utter chaos. Bad enough that the queen's abduction can simply slip past unnoticed. You must lower stability or less. Good luck. Good luck. All I can say is the grandees have been having this for a while. Good luck. Okay. What would you guys like to do? I don't think I need to. You guys like to lower stability? You guys can lower. You can also raise stability. You guys can just fight each other. Oh, this is great. This is the first time I'm actually succeeding. I'm really happy. What? My clips that you've wanted for so— what? What clips? Frost, what clips are you talking about? What clips are you talking about? Alright, it looks like we have some voting to lower faith and some voting to lower stability. And some voting to raise stability! Oh my god! Sky! Oh, okay. You know, I find this very funny. Thank you, Sky. Thank you for putting your money towards good use. Anyone else want to aid Sky in the endeavors? Damn. Okay. Damn, rest in peace, Sky's money. We lowered faith and we lowered stability. Okay. Expedition about your heir jousting fever. About the heir. Your marriage to Griswold has grown stale. Oh, you got along well enough, but now you made some good memories together. There's no spark. Wow, I'm so glad. Cared more about his stupid books than your happiness. But spark or no, you still need an heir. Congratulations are in order. The royal wedding has been a magnificent affair. That went as well as it expected. You're still in power, aren't you? Got the crown in your head. That's what matters. You've done well so far, but what's still missing is an heir. You need someone young, whose loyalty is assured. A child of your own would do the trick, even if they're a bastard. Or the youngest of your many cousins. I'll just have a child. The traditional method. No one will object to that. I'll arrange for you to take a month off of your ruling so you can get down to business. Wow, thanks, Mom. Thanks. Expedition to Chur. Was it drink? Okay, I'll take the drink. Thank you, Frost. Your Majesty, I have plans to discuss for the expedition to Chur. Are we almost ready to leave? Not quite, Your Highness. There's still a few important decisions to make. Alright, show me. First, we need to decide, who will do the honor of building your ship. Tell me about the Grandees ship. The Grandees are hoping to make a small but swift vessel, known as a now? To carry your expedition across the Eastern Sea. Tell me about the Count's ship. Counts have promised a beautiful, ostentatious design, something that they call a carrack. It's expensive as it sounds, however. Yeah, no thank you. The Baron ship. The Marcher Lords are by no means expert shipbuilders, but they've offered to make a sturdy cog. It'll do the job for free. Oh. You know? It's a woman named Pitt. What? What? Okay, it was not a woman, by the way, Foggy. I now read what's going on. I'm pretty sure that was cog, not... Okay, tell me about the Grandee ship again. Small but swift vessel? Yeah, well, aren't the Grandees near the sea? I've heard enough about ships. I don't trust the Counts to do a good job. So... if I have them choose one, does that mean they choose the best option? Does she choose the best option? If I go with this? Or the Counts? The Counts had they wanted a pretty ship. All they wanted was the pretty ship. But I don't trust the pretty ship to carry me across the sea. Yeah, no, she doesn't. Okay, well, we'll go with the little speedy ship. It costs the least amount of money. I'm not going with the free one, because they're not shipbuilders and I don't want to sink at sea. Defiance is lowered in the south, and I lost some money. That's okay. Tell me about the volunteers. Unfortunately, the best of them come at a price. Experienced trade ship captains and their crews will be ideal, but they won't be free. There are also those of the Navy who are equally experienced, but enlisting them would reduce our naval strength. We could also levy an amateur peasant crews, or even use prisoners, but I don't know how much you could trust them to get where they need to go. I want to lower the money. I like my money being higher. Who needs military? Who needs military? I didn't even know we had a navy. So use the navy. There's one more thing, Your Majesty. The ship will be large enough to house additional expedition members or store extra cargo you wish to send across the sea. Hands you a list. Wow. What would the scholars bring to the expedition? What would the priests bring? Yeah, screw the priests. Italian soldiers, what could that do? Put gold in the hold? What for? Why would I want horse stalls on the ship? Let's talk about the scholars. The university is, interested to find whatever's in Chur. Yeah, their expertise would also be useful in deciding what to bring back and what not to. That's not the worst thing. What about the soldiers? The barons are volunteering some of their finest warriors for the journey. Chur is an unknown, but certainly dangerous place. It would be, prudent for our expedition. and investment to have protection. Doesn't sound like a bad idea. Why would I want horse stalls? Bring horses! Sure is a vast place larger than 2 different continents combined. Your expedition would benefit from moving quickly. No horses. Oh, we're not putting wheels on the horses again! And what about the gold? May sound far-fetched, Your Majesty, but there's a possibility that Sure is inhabited. With valuables, we could trade. Yeah, I'm not putting the gold on there purely because, pain. Ready to make my choice. Okay. 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 It's between the scholars and the warriors. We kill any natives, we need soldiers. I don't think we're not being Columbus here. Need smart people. Yeah, I'm going with the smart people or the soldiers. Redeem? Another hydrate redeem. Thank you, Frost. Alright, I took a drink. Thank you. Alright. What do you guys want to do? Can we have a vote for this? I'm gonna let you guys vote. I know you guys shouldn't get to vote. I don't know what to do though. Do you want the warriors or do you want the scholars? Having soldiers is always a good thing. I do agree. I do agree. And they're sending them for free. Free is a great price tag. But they could be mad we didn't go with their stinky ship. I don't know. We're not sending the horses. We need soldiers first, then scholars. I mean, if I could bring both, I would, but it's a tiny vessel. The horses are not the best choice. The horses are not the best choice here. They'll probably like die on the trip over. It's either the soldiers or the scholars. Actually, scholars and money. Can I bring more than one? You know, can you go? Horses are gonna get scurvy and die. I feel like the scholars are gonna get scurvy and die. I trust the march. I'm gonna send the soldiers because I think they're the least likely to die. I'm sure they'll put the crew's mind at ease. Fantastic. I think that's everything. We shall get to work immediately. Picks up her scribbled notes and diagrams and hurries out to the room. Okay. The ship is completed in record time. Clearly the Grandees are eager to impress. You see it off in the harbor by the end of the season. The crew are eager to bring the ship. The crew are eager and the ship is sturdy. Wow, I could not read that for some reason. You can only hope they bring back something worth the investment or come back at all. I could not read that at all, but no, I feel like that was probably the best choice. Jousting fever is the only thing left. I really think, because the soldiers might make us a war enemy, and that could suck. That's the only downside I see. They seem like the most likely to not die. Because we have basically a pure military vessel at this point. Jousting fever. Regret to inform you that jousting-related petition from the March, Your Majesty. Why the regret? It's a splendid idea, Your Majesty. We must reinstate jousting as the official justice system. Trial by combatants is the best way to be used before the counts are sticking their noses into it. We're not gambling on this one, I'm sorry. What would you guys like to do? You can either refuse to have the, jousting be the actual thing, or see you can accept it and donate some horses to the new system. For honor? No, not for honor! Not for honor. You know, I think the best thing, right, is this is technically gambling. It's just gambling where you're guaranteed to win. You guys just want to spend my money. You guys just want to spend my money. That's all you guys want to do. Okay. Is you sure no one else wants to vote? You sure no one else wants to vote? Like, anyone? Anyone at all? Actually, everyone's already voted. What am I doing? Everyone's voted. Okay. I don't think this is the best form of government, guys. Trial by jousting. There goes my money. Defiance is lower, military's higher. Good job, you guys have swords now. The barons are delighted the march reports less crime overall and people, as people fear being impaled by lance. Physical fitness of citizens also rises, with many learning how to ride just in case of legal trouble. You know, that went way better than I thought it was going to. And that's the end of the season. The counts ride to a remote, unremarkable spot in the moorlands. Soon, another joins them. 7th, take us. It's too dangerous to make a move against the queen with the church so influential. The Count's aim is to lower faith to 4 or less. You know, I have no reason to do anything. I don't trust. Every time I do cruel tax, right? Every single time, that place immediately implodes. Best system everyone should adopt. I don't think that'd work well with the purple people. I really don't. I really don't. Yeah, let's cruel tax for the— yeah, we're not doing cruel tax. Max tax the counts who have the best army height. How about no? But no, we're not bribing you. VCat, there is no reason to bribe the barons. There's no reason. If anything, I should bribe the grandees, but I think everyone's fine. Yeah, no, everyone's— I'm literally only looking at Defiance. I'm fine. I'm fine where we are. I don't want to die. Comet sighting, tasty innovation, blood money. What's blood money? What are you talking about? Nothing is wrong. Absolutely nothing is wrong in the East. Why do I only get money? What is this? You know, if other factions have better military than one is revolting, you can just— that's true. That's true. That's very true. But at the same time, I'm not gonna let anyone revolt. Yeah, I wouldn't trust Shadow with this either. Really? Because I think you look like you swallowed a wasp. There's definitely not an old witch who lives in the border of my lands. And I definitely haven't been having money troubles. Did I have to pay you that money? Where did this money come from? Most importantly, she didn't offer me a fortune in exchange for a drop of my blood. An offer which I absolutely didn't accept. Wow, you're so convincing, Shadow. Keep looking at me like I, trod over your foot. Ever since I didn't accept the witch's bargain, I haven't found myself obeying her every command. I definitely still rule over my estates, not her. Furthermore, she didn't forbid me from telling any of you this, and I'm not using negative statements to bypass her magic. Oh, this is beautiful. But how about no? You guys need all the faith you can get. So I think what I'm going to say is, fetch the physician. After a week of confined in a cold iron box with nothing to eat but salt, and magic stops affecting Count Chateau so strongly. He's even able to talk his ordeal directly. I've always tolerated that bloody witch. She'll send medicine to the peasants and help them find lost sheep. I never suspected that she was capable of something like this. We need to call a vote. Send a regiment to take back my stolen lands. Would you guys like to take back Count Shadow's land and burn the witch at the stake, or allow Shadow to suffer the consequences of his bargain? What would you guys like to do? What would you guys like to— Yeah? What's wrong? I don't see anything wrong here. I don't see anything wrong at all. I didn't do anything, nope. I didn't do anything. Guys, there's gambling. There's gambling here. There's a lot of gamble. Make you regret this? Why? Why? Just because I didn't want to go broke? I wasn't going broke. That's what's going on. I was not going broke, okay? I didn't want to go broke. So I'm not gonna go broke. Alright. Gambling it is! Do we win the gamble?
I regret reminding you about things now.
Maybe, yeah, maybe don't remind me of things. I still can't hear text-to-speech. I just hope I waited long enough. Let's see. Oh, I failed. When the Eastern troops at Count Shadow estate land itself a fight against them, the soil swallows them whole, trees snatch them up and tear them apart. By the time they fight their way through the manor, the witch has already escaped, along with the remnants of Shadow 2's gold. Wow. Faith lowered anyway, and farming also lowered. The peasants have no memory of their time under the witch's rule, but the churches have burned with the profane message scrawled against their charred walls, and the fields have been sown with salt. Hey, vote was voting, and I couldn't unvote the vote. So, tasty innovation. I don't mean to exaggerate, Your Majesty, but I do believe I have pioneered the most incredible innovation in the history of mankind. I was hosting a small party, playing cards with some old friends. I've called a servant to bring me something to eat that was both tasty and convenient. My hands were occupied. What my servant brought for the evening will change the world forever, Your Majesty. It sounds like your servant invented it. Yes, and he's my employee, so I own the idea. It's only fair. Also, welcome in, Crucial Cookie. Welcome in, welcome in. Behold. Holds in the air plates. Atop the plate are 2 slices of bread with a piece of meat wedged in the middle.
Purple has been nothing but good to you, and this is what you do to us.
Allow the hungry noble to consume 2 slices of bread at once plus meat. Wow, saving valuable time. Meanwhile, the bread serves as an impregnable, there we go, barrier, preventing one's hands from being besmirched by meaty juices. Magnificent! Naturally, since this is my invention, I propose we name it after me. A few years' time, and I expect everyone will be enjoying a nice foggy doubloon 30 for lunch. It's not oh wait, it is a burger. It is. It's bread and meat. It's a burger. I don't want to call my burger the foggy doubloon 30 though. But naturally, this innovation cannot be made available for free. Every time a foggy doubloon 30 is consumed, I expect a small royalty as payment. Okay. 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 What would you guys like to do? What would you guys like to do? What would you guys like to do? Preferably, like, you know, the servant. I feel like the servant should be rewarded, but you know, you guys have fun. Yeah, Foggy's ego's too big. Reward the servant. Reward the servant. Or, you know, it's a burger. It's too delicious to be controlled. I like B. I like B. I hate this option, guys. Okay. I mean, wow. 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 Gave Foggy all the royalties. Wow. Thank you for the drink, by the way, Frost. Thank you for the drink. Okay. Anyone else want to vote? Anyone, like, one more person want to tie this vote? Do we have one more person? We should have one more person, right? We in theory, we can tie this vote, right? We can tie this vote. I can hold this as long as it takes. Come on. Come on. Come on. Come on. Thank you! Okay. Okay. Perfect. Okay. They're too delicious to be controlled. Blood and stars, if you don't reward me, how do you expect to motivate the next great inventor? The foggy balloon proves a massively popular luncheon. Bakeries spread it across the east. Experimenting with new ingredients turns out you can put almost anything between 2 pieces of bread. Yeah, you can't change the vote. Once you vote, you're stuck with the vote you have. What's left? Comet sighting. Oh boy. A blood-red comet was spotted in the night sky over the march, my liege. The common folk are claiming it to be a terrible omen. Didn't we just do this? Tell the church to dispel facelessness. The priests of the march say the comet was a good omen. We literally had this exact same thing happen with the purple people. Alright, faith in the church is better. Stability's higher. Wow. Oh, this is beautiful. Yeah, the church dispelled it. We already did this one. End the season! Somewhere in the march, Baron VCat sits on a banquet, gnawing at a greasy chicken leg. He and his fellow plotters discuss their next scheme between mouthfuls. The kingdom is at peace, and everyone's looking for a new scandal to focus on. Not exactly the right climate to abduct the queen. I could punch the archbishop. You think that would cause enough distraction? While it would be amusing, I doubt it'd be enough. We need total chaos across the kingdom. I could punch him really hard. The Baron's aim is to lower stability to 4 or less. Anyone else want to talk? No one else wants to talk. What do I get? Anonymous voting, blue. Monarch's golden choice, swing vote. I say we keep it the way it is. I like mine. Redeem? Another redeem? Did I miss a redeem? Is there a different redeem? What else got redeemed? Oh. We already did this, VCat. It's not funny the third time. Okay, I see the redeem. I see that I must say this. I apologize to everyone in advance for what I must say because of VCat. Please blame VCat for this, please. Meow, I'm a cat girl. Ooh, rar, ara, ara. I hate you, VCat. Alright, we're done. I did it, we're done. Okay. Pillar of the community, vanity project, and, what is this? I can't read it, but we'll click it anyway. A powerful storm, okay. My trade. A terrible storm has struck the south. Alas, my horses have been swept away in the floods and the roads are terribly impassable. What would you guys like to do? You can, A, spare no expense in rebuilding what was... I don't want to veto, I don't want to veto, I don't want to veto, but you... Okay. Spare no expense in what was lost. Send troops to the march to clear the roads. C, the South will have to fend for itself, or D, gambling with the church. Start your vote. There you go. Okay. Have fun. Have fun. Have fun. What would you guys like to do? So far, it looks like you guys just want a lower military. Which is fine. I understand the desire. The fact that no one wants to gamble, though, is sad to me. It's a pretty good gamble. But we will continue. How can the council help the South recover from the terrible storm? Send extra troops from the march to clear the roads. Why should we put our troops at risk, my liege? It's not our fault the South can't handle a little inclement weather. While defiance raises and lowers despite Baron Pog's protests, the troops are sent. Though dozens of soldiers drown on the ongoing floods, they clear the roads and rebuild the South's houses. There we go. Trade has increased, farming's increased, the military has lowered in the barons. Pillar of the community. Your Highness, I have to bring this matter to, I regret to have to bring this matter to you, but there's no other way. We've been tracking the marcher criminal who's wanted in conjunction with a number of high-profile incidents back home. We thought she slipped through the net until recently when we have discovered that she fled into the South a number of years ago. The Grandies are refusing to let us investigate further. Who's the criminal? We don't know her real name, but the common folk call her Cutthroat Jenny. She's lied, cheated, and murdered her way through halfway across the march. Wait a moment. Are you talking about Laughing Jenny? She's a pillar of the community back in Haranza. She arrived a few years ago, from the march, and used her wealth to invest in local businesses and set up an orphanage. Everyone loves her. Surely you jest. Laughing Jenny? This woman is a bloodthirsty criminal who must be punished. Okay. What would you guys like to do about poor Jenny? Do you want to allow Jenny to stay, or would you like to summon me? To meet with her by bringing her to the capital. How do you join? Exclamation mark join, space, the gender, so either he or she, depending on what you'd like the game to use as your pronouns. Or if you can see the pin message exactly there. So exclamation mark join is technically all you need to do, and then space, and then, pronouns. Yep. Alright, start the vote. What would you guys like to do? But also welcome in, Miracle. Sorry, I didn't say that right away. Yeah, and it should, let's see what team. Miracle, you got put on the yellow team, the Grandies team. In order to vote, do exclamation mark vote, space, and then the letter that you'd like to vote for. Oh, everyone wants to go with C. Everyone's going with C. Okay. Should laughing, Jenny be, blah 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 blah, to the march? Nope, summon her to the capital. When cutthroat Jenny arrives in the capital, she looks like any other sweet old lady. The sort of woman who gives local children candies against their parents' wishes. How can I help you, dearie? You look like the person I married many, many times ago. How do you plead? Oh dear, I'm afraid Zito must have mistaken me for someone else. I swear to every god there is, my liege. I've never pillaged anything but my pantry. Why did you move to the south? I always liked it there. People are so delightfully, different. And they love orphans, just like me. If I mention that I love orphans, they remind me of myself. I was an orphan for so long as I can remember. What'd you do when you were younger? I worked in the mines, I did. Long hours, backbreaking work, taught me humility, it did. Why are you talking like this? Hydrate? Alright, let me take the drink really quick. Okay. Thank you for the drink, Frost. I took a quick one. I don't want to use all my water. I don't want to have to get up. Why do you have the same name as the outlaw? Oh well, there's tons of people in the march called Jenny. It's a very common name. Even my mother was called Jenny. Were you an orphan since birth? How do you know your mother's name? Suddenly, Jenny's face shifts. She adjusts her posture, standing up straighter and stares you right in the eyes. Alright, you caught me. I'm cutthroat Jenny. I'm reformed now, see? Ask the orphans. Do we have any orphans to ask? No, your majesty. We didn't think that it was really important to bring any along. Are you really reformed, though? I suppose that would be a matter of opinion. But if you're talking about whether I still do murder, then no. I don't do that anymore. Just a bit of tax fraud here and there. A victimless crime, that one. It's all, muchness, really, though, ain't it? I've already admitted I'm the one Zito's looking for. That pompous idiot. So what are you gonna do to me? Why do I have no, Why do I have, That's worse. Tax fraud's worse than murder? Is this what I'm hearing? Is this what I'm hearing? Is tax fraud is worse than murder? Okay. I never made it this far. I have had this scenario before. I never made it this far. The South wants her, send her to the South. The parents are gonna be mad. Death South. You know, most people are saying the South. Justice must be- okay, it's like 50-50. The ninth demands it? Does the ninth demand it? Crucial, does the ninth demand it? I don't want this to be on my hands, right? Are you a corrupt ruler? I did hear tax fraud. I did hear tax fraud. Go to the barons. Cheers, my liege, although I'm not sure why she couldn't have just done this to begin with. Stability. I'm sorry, Grandies. I'm sorry, Barons. I'm so sorry. Jenny's carted off to the march to face justice there. Now you'll see through her facade. Everyone agrees that you made the right decision. Wow. Vanity project. Let's see how this goes. The chief architect bustles into your room. Oh, is this the stupid... You better not be wanting me to make this the Mount Rushmore. Please don't. Statues can be torn down, paintings can be burned. Don't you think that it's great time you if this is the Mount... Yeah, screw Mount Rushmore. You screwed me last time. This is awful. Build a shrine of yourself? I'd much rather. Okay. Last time I went broke. I've had this before. And it failed. I failed the roll. I don't need anything you can offer. You call yourself an architect? Well, I went to university and everything. You call a vote to- No! Why are we voting for this? Crap. Guys. Okay. Why did I use my veto? Why did I use my veto? Why did I use my veto? Have fun with your voting. Just have fun with your voting. Have fun with your voting. Have fun with your voting. Guys, I promise, if you don't, I will make it worth your while. I will give you guys back your money during the taxing, right? I will give you guys back your money during the taxing. Go with either C or D, please. I will give you guys back your money if you go with C. If you go with D, then I'll give you money. I'll give you money. I will give you money. I'm going to have to take money from you if you go with A. I'm going to have to take money from you if you go with A. Do you understand? Do you guys understand the implications of what you are doing? Take the drink. My money. Oh, this will be a wonderful new something. Planning starts in earnest. The mountainside is covered in scaffolding. You eagerly await the project's completion, but it's plagued with setbacks. Yeah, I saw this coming. I wonder where this came from. Bitten off more than I can chew. This is a disaster. Be turned around. I swear to the 9th, as weeks roll past, it becomes clear that the chief architect's grand designs take a lot longer to come to fruition. Yeah. Thank you guys for ruining my treasury. I was doing so freaking well. We have a beautiful, beautiful economy going. Please tell me I can just steal all your money. Can't do anything. Bankruptcy looms, plaguing for scraps, your heir. What about my heir? Give me my heir. Heir is complete. You stand before the council holding a small child in your hands. Should I die? Ask the crown be put to. Did I have a son or a daughter or genderless being? What did I have? What did I have, guys? The first thing that's typed, I will go with. Whatever you guys, whoever says the first thing. Daughter? Beautiful. Okay, the assembled nobles break out into polite applause. By designating the heir, you have cemented the stability of the kingdom. Majesty, may I... Stability can't go any higher. Your Majesty, may I be the first to congratulate you on the birth of your daughter? I should have done the... Oh, I did this wrong. I did this wrong. Civil the second, yeah. Blah, 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 blah. I did this wrong. Bankruptcy looms. The treasury is almost empty, Your Highness. Where the hell did it all go? I know where it went, so what do you suggest we do? Apart from raising taxes, we have a precious few options. Take a bank loan, sell off crown jewels, or perhaps crack open some of your predecessors' tombs. Okay, I can't really I don't want to go grave robbing. It's the best option. But I don't want to lose my stability. My stability is so happy. I did this wrong. I did this wrong. I know for next time. Dug into the graves, get money, lower stability, whatever. I should have done this before the child. I should have done this before the child. It would have been so smart. I'm not smart though, so... When Count Shadow enters the council chambers, his clothes are stained and rumpled, and his face is haggard. The servants have left my estate. The walls are crumbling. The kitchen is bare. Why are you barging in like this? I should have known this would happen. I'm utterly penniless. I beg for whatever spare coin the council can give. Screw you guys! You are not taking my money back! Have fun. Have fun. Have fun. You can go gambling or you can go gambling. What would you like to do? You can either do a trade or you can do a farming. What would you like to do? What would you guys like to do? What would you like to do? You're stealing from Sky? Why? You just deal with himself. He has farms. Just want to steal from Sky. Damn. Okay. Okay. I see. I see how this is going. I see how this is going. Alright. Okay. It failed? It had a 70% chance. Sky's money decreased. Shadow got some money. Defiance is angry. Okay. Blah, 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 blah. You can't get your money. I understand. Whatever. You something, something. Is that the end of the day? That's the end of the day. stability, guys. We can still raise stability. Okay, have fun with your votes. Have fun with your votes. Again, in case you don't know, to fund something, you do exclamation mark fund, space the letter you'd like to fund. A raises stability, B lowers stability, C lowers faith, D lowers trade, E increases farming, and F increases authority. Whatever you guys would like to do. Again, top 2 things get funded. I'm just reading it off because I don't know if, like, you guys are on phone, it's probably very small word-wise. So, hopefully that's fine. Right, it looks like we're going to be lowering faith and lowering stability. Although if a lot of money goes towards library in 14 seconds, we can raise stability. We can. We could. We could. Alright. Lowered stability, lowered faith. What do you guys need to lower it to? 4 or less. Okay. End the season. My ambition. No time like the present. At the start of your reign, you said you wanted to be the architect of a new golden age. You succeeded in that front! Yippee! I finally succeeded my ambition check! But to shut down the noble schemes for good, we need to build on that reputation. Your advisors have some ideas. Heard of the Scepter of Sages? It's an ancient lost artifact forged by Queen Alma the Wise. There's a legend that any queen who recovers it will rule the Golden Age. My advice on the other hand would be to infiltrate each region with loyal spies, defeat their schemes with schemes of our own, but the Chancellor has other ideas. Faith in trade or stability in trade? You know, I could start actively trying to fight you with stability, right? I could start actively trying to fight you with stability. Faith is logical, except I haven't been working towards faith. But stability on the other hand, right? But stability, I could actively fight you guys with stability. It is a bad idea, right? But stability is important. Wait, Crucial, which team are you on? Okay, that makes sense why you're arguing. You know, I think we're gonna go with trade and faith. I've never had luck with faith before, but wise decision, Your Majesty. I'll be sending out adventurers to track the scepter's location, but adventures aren't cheap. Priority is to raise the kingdom's faith and trade as much as you can. Of course, they can't rebel amongst nobles. Okay. Yeah, that's normal. Hordling attack and rewards prosperity. This one's not gonna be good for me. Glad I did the ambition check first. What's a hordling? Grubby little creatures with fat green babies with claws. Hard to kill. Fire's the only way to get rid of them permanently. What should we do? Soon it'll be too soon. They'll be eating all of my grapes. Why can't your fellow grandees help out? My plight is of no interest to them. I have no time for petty problems. Within a month you hear the Grandee has gone bankrupt and will be reduced to begging in the streets. Wow. Oh! Sorry, Miracle. Hey, you have an heir now, though. Okay. Rewards of prosperity. Your Grace, merchants are visiting the east from far and wide, and places, and quarterly figures are stunning. What quarterly? Money, lots of money. Your Highness, the Eastern economist, and atrocious idea for all this wealth. Call it an experiment. We'll give the peasants gold whenever they're not working. This will ensure a base level of comfort and security for all. Blood and stars, what are you saying? That should hand out cash for nothing with respect. How is that different from the counts receiving fees from the serfs? It's a completely different, Your Highness. This ludicrousy cannot constantly be considered. Guys, we don't need welfare. We don't need welfare. We don't need welfare. We don't need welfare, okay? You know, genuinely? It's with the counts, right? I don't see any issues. I'm like trying to weigh all my options. You have fun, have fun, have fun. I'm a ghost. You're alive. You're alive. You have your air. You can still vote. You can still vote. Even if your grapes died, you can still vote. All right. I actually don't care what you guys go with. I can see a way through with everything here. Seems very 50-50 because I don't think any of you guys see a bad option either. Alright, I don't think we're making a comeback with anything else, so we'll continue. Oh, maybe? Can B make a comeback? I don't need it to. So we'll go with this. The Eastern peasants receive regular income, host a financial summit in the capital to celebrate the Count's success. Counts are now very loyal. Delighted, the Counts travel to the capital in droves to give speeches about how to copy their own success. And that is why it's important for hardworking people to invest a portion of their profit each season. If you just hold back from luxuries like pomegranates on toast, you can. Boo, what's a pomegranate? What's profit? Boo. Get off the stage or at least start dancing. They start to throw mud, rotten vegetables, and beer in bottles on Foggy. Wow, who leaves the stage early. Nonetheless, the nobles are impressed with the brave counts who are willing to share their economic wisdom with the masses. As word spreads, even more merchants travel to the east. The Count's wealth has increased, and the trade cannot increase further. Is that the end of the- no, wait. That is the end of the day, right? Yeah, it's the end of the day. Okay. Guys, I need money. I need to do this, right? But I need money. Guys, I need money. I just keep blinking. I need money. I need money. I need money. I need money. I genuinely need money. Max tax. That is an awful option. That is an awful option. I need money. I need money. I need money. I don't have money. I don't have money. No. Okay. I'm just gonna hope the Grandies don't rebel, and we're just gonna go normal. We're just gonna go normal. Ambition, plot uncovered, the expedition returns. What about the expedition? How bad did this go? Your Majesty, the expedition you sent out to Chur has finally returned, and they brought a boat full of riches with them. What kind of riches? A crate full of dazzling gold is wheeled into the room. Strange emblems from a long-forgotten kingdom are carved onto their faces. There's more than 20 of these crates, my queen. More gold than our treasury has ever seen. What's the catch? I'm not sure what you mean, your highness. It's gold, free gold. What is there to worry about? Where did they find all this? The vault beneath an ancient castle, so they say. A castle made entirely of brilliant white stone and larger than the castles of the kingdom combined. I feel like this, yeah, this seems cursed. I'm so glad the expedition was good, but I don't know, okay? I've never taken this route before. I've never gotten the expedition route before. It's probably gonna lower my authority. I feel like this is gonna lower my authority. Or like someone else is gonna find it. I don't know. I don't know. I had such a nice run. I don't want to ruin it with the gold. It can't possibly be that much. This is doomed. This is doomed either way. If I throw it away, the peasants are gonna find it. If I take it, then I'm gonna be cursed. Let me take the drink really quick. I see the redeem. Thank you for the drink, Frost. It's a time bomb. Either way, it's a time bomb, no matter what I do. Crucial, I trust that you know how this goes, right? You know what? Hi, Taco. Let's, sure. You know, You know, I say, Can I have some words of wisdom? I need some words of wisdom. I got words of wisdom on how to marry a fish last time. I feel like I need words of wisdom on what to do with the gold. Well, in the Pirates movie, the curse gold made them immortal. So... for the win. There's no gambling here! Quote didn't... yeah. Okay, let's just... I need the gold.
Take the money. It's free.
See what happens. I have everything to lose. Get rid of it. But your majesty, did I hear correctly? You want me to dispose? It's gonna lower my stability. Keep it. The gold carted into your vault and throw a great celebration honoring the sailors who brought it to you. Your jubilation is short-lived, however the next morning... Talk about my ambition. Your Majesty, I have the most exciting news. Our hired adventurers have discovered an ancient manuscript hidden in the depths beneath the mountains. It speaks of the Scepter of Sages, and it was written by Queen Alma herself. Worried about what should happen to the kingdom, what would happen to the kingdom after she died, she hid the Scepter of Sages so her enemies couldn't find it. So where is it? It's in a warden of caves in the Blackwold Forest. Your Majesty, near the capital. It's been under our noses this entire time. I've taken the liberty of sending out more adventurers. They'll clear the area and get inside. Hopefully it's not too dangerous. It is their job. Surely they'll be fine. As soon as the adventurers return, the treasure comes to tell you news. Thank God. If I lost a 90% success rate, I would be very sad. Most delightful news, Your Majesty. The adventurers have found a golden door beneath the forest, which matches the description of Queen Alma's manuscript. Golden door, break it at the hinges and sell it. Give me the money. I already tried, Your Majesty, but my servant suffered from a horrible wilting curse. Decided to leave it well enough alone. The scepter should be hidden within. The Scepter of Sages can only be found by a monarch who is strong purpose and true of heart. That's a pity. Your Majesty, don't put yourself down like that. I'm sure it'll be fine. Queen Alma wrote a ritual for the monarch to prove herself worthy of the scepter. We go to the cave, we can read up about the relevant passages while you can still set it up. Make the arrangements, bringing the possession of the horse's food, drinks, adventure guides, and little traveling desk from the treasure in the Blackwell Forest. I feel like I read that completely wrong. How's it going? I got further than I've ever gotten before, and then I lost all my money again. Your husband comes too, riding beside you. Good day for it, eh? I just hope the scepter thing's all it's cracked up to be. You have literally done nothing for me except help me produce a child. You don't even like me. Why are you here? The adventurers lead you inside the cave, holding a flaming torch to light your way. Soon the tunnel grows horribly cramped, and you bend double to squeeze through. This is all very jolly. No time like the present. Let's go! You just like it because it's a fairy tale, dude. You walk for what feels like hours. Just as you think you may have lost hope, you reach for the golden door, exactly as the adventurers described. You close your eyes, Your Majesty. Concentrate. Breathe. Bright. Oh my god, I succeeded! A bright golden light flares behind your eyes, but you keep your breath steady. You hear the door double open. When you open your eyes, the tunnel ahead is utterly dark. Even the torches do not illuminate it. As soon as you step into the chamber, the torches snuff out. A hideous scream echoes from below. The adventurers scramble into protective stance while the treasurer wails. Oh, this is awful! Dreadful! I should have stayed in my office! I have to say the same. I feel similarly. Do we even have enough air left? It's fine. We're meant to be here. Sorry. I'll stay calm. You put your hands out and feel your way along the wall, your fingers touching something. Could this be it? As you grip the scepter, it glows gold, chasing away the dark shadows of the chamber. It looks like a simple wooden staff any other peasant might use for walking, but it glows as bright as the sun. It's the scepter, your majesty. You've done it! Looks like a bit of rubbish though, doesn't it? Oh well, you can always put it behind a paint to make it look prettier. First things first. I'll eliminate poverty. Goodness! Well, we must call the nobles first and tell them about the good news. Bearing the scepter, you make your way through the tunnels and back to the sunlit forest. As soon as you return to the capital, you call the nobles to the chancel hall. Go straight to make the announcement. The treasurer holds a velvet cushion upon which the scepter of sages sits. It looks small and ordinary, but you sense the weight of its history. Grimwald strides at your side, waving the nobles cheerfully. Behind you, heir Sibyl II toddles along hand in hand with her governess. What's going on, your highness? Why have we been brought here? I have some good news. For me. All nobles fall silent as you ascend to your throne and settle yourself comfortably. Queen Sibyl has descended to the darkest depths of the black-walled forest and has retrieved— wow, I almost stumbled on my words— has retrieved the scepter of sages. Excited and worried whispers ripple around the council hall. As bearer of the scepter of sages, the queen has sealed her destiny as Queen Sibyl the Enlightened. How do we know this is real? It could be any old staff. You pick up the scepter. The scepter begins to glow, bathing the council hall in warm golden light. The nobles gasp and fall silent. Beside you, Sibyl II claps her hands in delight. Defiance lowers everywhere and stability's at an all-time high. Blood and stars, that's amazing! I know! I know! It was the damn comets! Double comets for the win. It becomes clear in the evening the grumpiest of nobles will never dare speak against you while you have the scepter of sages. Finally, you are secure in your throne and your kingdom. Your victory is here, but your future has only just begun. You are folding to a glorified flashlight, yes. I won. Oh my god, I actually won! Okay. All that remained of the Baron's attempt to usurp the crown was a prisoner deep under the castle, clad in iron mask and shrouded in rumor. Shortly after the Queen Sibyl's reign ended, the Inquisitors raided Count Foggy's castle and placed him under arrest for evil magic. As he burned, he screamed the secret name of the seventh god. In the sun-dappled vineyard, Ignazia and Grandy Phoenix opened a bottle of their finest vintage, oops. Their schemes have amounted to nothing, but there's always next time. Backed by the scepter's power, Queen Sibyl's rule spanned another 15 years of peace and stability. A golden age of prosperity swept over the kingdom. In her will, the queen has instructed that the scepter be reburied to be reclaimed once by a worthy successor. See you, Crucial. You know? Save the grave robber. It's such a wonderful title to be remembered by. Wow. Wealthiest was Zitto, poorest was VCat. In the kingdom has never looked so happy before. I just took a drink. Let me take another drink. Alright. But yeah, see ya, Crucial. Thank you for coming by. You know, I said I wanted this stream to be 4 hours. Okay. I will give you guys an option. I will give you guys an option. Either, right? Either we can, continue that dynasty. We can continue the wonderful, neighbor's house dynasty with my son. Or we can make a new one. Either way. Oh, I missed your chat. Alright, thank you. Thank you for the congratulations, Sky. But this is up. See how far you can go. Yeah, let's... Are you guys okay with continuing? Is anyone against continuing? I want to see how far we can go. I was supposed to have a daughter. My daughter looks like a son, but oh well. I did have a daughter. I did have a daughter. This is my very, masculine daughter. Oh well, keep going, keep going. Alright, everyone's saying keep going. We'll keep going with the dynasty. Load into the game. Alright. Yet again, if you guys would like join, !join space. If you own the game, you can include whether you'd like to be on the Counts, Barons, or Grandies. space the pronouns you would like the game to use. Again, you can just do !join, that's perfectly fine. But, yeah, up to you guys, Daughter died and her son became crown prince. I don't know if, I don't know who is supposed to be at this point. Do you not want to be yellow, Taco? Is there something against being yellow? Forgot to say he. I'm gonna be curse looking. You look normal, Foggy. You look normal. Alright, yellow, I'll be yellow. Yeah, you can't change once we go in. Alright, is there anyone else? Actually, we can join once we get back. Alright, the teams are even. Again, you can join at any point. Anyone can join at any point. Let us continue. Do I get to start where I left off? Oh, please, let me start where we left off. Oh, my stability. Alright, you know? The trade's still high. The trade is still really high. Okay. Let's go with the council introduction. Now that you're- oh god, it is a queen. Now that you're queen, the first duty is to meet with the Council of Nobles. Introduced to the east, an honor to finally make your acquaintance, your highness. I was dismayed to hear of your mother's passing. Introduced to the south, may the ninth god bless your reign, your majesty. I trust you will conduct yourself with honor and faith. Introduced to the barons. Hail and well met, your majesty. Under your leadership, we'll whip this kingdom into shape. Only one of them sent condolences? Damn. Okay. The council hall is immediately filled with raised voices and some nobles argue. Is this what your mother fought so hard for? Wow. I hate that I can't hear the text-to-speech too. I do apologize if I talk over it, but yes. Tomboy arc indeed. The coronation. I got an achievement. Okay. Your Majesty, it's an honor to serve your mother, but now it's time for you to wear the crown. As tradition, the council will decide what happens at your coronation. Should I get changed to my waterproof robes then? Maybe for the best, your Majesty. Shall we call the nobles in? What would you guys like to do? You could either A, proceed with a religious ceremony in honor of the ninth god. You can throw me into the river again. Or you can, have the troops bear me through the streets on top of a shield. Start the boat. What would you guys like to do? Is this just a... Okay. Is this just how it's gonna go? It's just how it's gonna go? Military march, tomboy. I don't hate... I don't hate the idea of this being a family event, right? Could very easily be a family event. Okay. Well, I didn't... No, everyone's votes went through. Do I need to raise my military? I do kind of need to raise my military, but I think... I did really well with good stability. Good stability did a lot for me. Either way, I'm lowering my authority. I have waterproof clothes, though. It's decided the queen will be thrown into the river. And so it begins. The nobles pick you up and carry you into the Treadwater River, hurling you over into the shadows. You climb back up, soaking wet. The chancellor steps forward, placing a crown upon your head. Is it your imagination or the nobles' stifling giggles? The war with the Ajmedi Empire with the military. That's true, but I don't want to go to war. Path to victory. Would it be too easy if I just ride on the coattails of my predecessor? I don't know. I don't know.
The river.
I don't know about the river. Majesty, you have some big boots to fill, and with your mother out of the picture, the nobles will be looking for any opportunity to replace you. When you die, how do you want the kingdom to remember you? Okay. I could do trade. It would be... Actually, don't I need to increase it? Don't I need to increase it from where it is? Okay. I think it's too easy, right? Yeah, I already did trade. It'd be too easy. It wouldn't be fair. I think what I want to do, I am not going the Conqueror route. Oh my god, look at my military. I'm not going the Conqueror route. Yeah, I can either go farms or faith. I can go farms or faith. Either one. Farming is better. Farming also can die very quickly, but we'll go with farming. Interesting choice. Are you concerned with the welfare of the commoners, or are you just hoping to make a favorable passage in the history books? I suggest over the next few years you focus on improving the kingdom's overall farming as much as possible. Once you have an heir, I will return to discuss your ambition, how it is progressing. Good luck, Your Majesty. And that's the end of the season. Let's see what is happening. Adelius of the Zito bloodline, a notorious marcher general, stands before a blazing hearth, yelling at full volume. When the barons of the march back down from a fight, never! I know you'll do whatever it takes to put me, your rightful marcher, on the throne. We're not finding the close military. I think I misspoke, possibly. Anyway, march! What would you like to do? A, intimidation to raise the stability. Or B, uprising to raise the treasury. Or C, propaganda to lower stability. Guys, you have an easy option. You have an easy option. Again, the marchers of this season are Zito, Pog, and VCat. Foggy and Shadow are on the Counts, and Sky and Taco are on the Grandies. Anyone else? Anyone else? Anyone else want to vote? Also took the drink. Thank you, Frost. Do you keep your money? Oh. Oh. A lot of money. Alright, you guys voted for intimidation, raise stability. I don't blame you after last game. The barons plan to hold Queen hostage for her own palace. First, they must lull the spymaster in false sense of security. To advance the scheme, the barons must raise stability to 5 or more in 4 seasons. Yep. Counts, what would you like to do? Sylvia of the Shadow Dynasty, sinister Eastern chess master, leans delicately on a podium, whispering carefully, "My fellow counts, in ancient times the East was its own proud kingdom. We can bring back those days of glory, but not while the false Queen Sibyl II wears the crown." Counts, what would you like to do? A, you can resort to sorcery, where you need to raise authority. B, subterfuge, where you need to lower stability. Or C, a blood ritual, where you need to get the highest farming. Have fun, Counts, have fun, Counts. It put you on Barons? Why did it put you on Barons? Have fun, Dark. Yeah, you need to put Count second is the problem. The thing you want to join, Count needed to be second, and then the what's it called? Then the pronouns. Alright, sorcery, raise authority. You plan to make a bargain with the wizard. These immortal spellcasters seldom get involved in political squabbles. But perhaps if the queen was considered a threat to their autonomy, to advance the scheme, counts must raise authority to 5 or more in 2 seasons. And finally, the Grandies. Nazar of the Sky lineage, notorious southern orator, stands bathed in sunshine, droning on as in a daze. A false pretender occupies the throne while my claim is ignored. Grandies of the South, this is a stain on our honor. We must not allow it to go unanswered. What would you guys like to do? A, either doppelganger, where you have to lower your own defiance. Fervor, where you have to raise your own farming. Or C, excommunication, where you have to lower stability. He is your son. He is your son. Your son's trying to usurp me. Yep. Alright, again, people on the Grandies, it's just you, Sky, and Taco. Good luck. Good luck. All I can say is good luck. Lower your own defiance? Perfect. You guys wish to swap the real queen for a perfect doppelganger. First, they must gain the trust of the spy master. To advance their scheme, the Grandies must keep defiance at 4 or less in 4 seasons. And alright, there you have it. The barons must raise stability to 5 or more. Already done. The counts must raise authority to 5 or more in... It's already done, whatever. And whatever, the less than 4 defiance for the Grandies. There we go. Got being 2 of us. My bad. What's the thing in the game? The thing is the game. So wait, what? Thing is, I'm in the game, so where am I? You're on the Grandies. You're on the yellows. I think you were still on the yellow, Sky. You're still on the yellows. I think you were on yellows last time. Anyway, give me reverse voting. Thank you. The Honor Guard, the Jousting Tournament, an infection of crawlers. What is this one? My liege, our mutual friend Grandy Taco has discovered a nest of crawlers on the tract of the southern farmland. Naturally, we barons recommend he fills up the tunnels immediately, lest they spread to other regions and endanger the crops, but Taco refuses to do so. Knaves have gone missing, your majesty. These crawlers are much more dangerous than they appear. Legends speak crawlers live in the greatest cities beneath our soil, taking the weak to be consumed. We should leave the land to them. It's not to be trifled with. Marshall, tell me about the crawlers. Horrible cow-sized worms that live underneath the earth, with tiny cackling legs like centipedes. They're rare but formidable foes. They turn up unpredictably and attack wherever they find before retreating back into the earth. Nothing well-organized troops can't handle, I'm sure. Assemble the council then. Thank you, your highness. Start the vote. I do need to disappear really quick. I don't know why the dogs are barking. 1 second. You guys have fun. Either vote to fill the holes and continue farming, or send someone to the tunnels to investigate. You guys choose. I will be right back. I will be right back. 1 second. Oh, you guys actually picked the normal option. Sorry, I'm back. Sorry, I didn't know why the dogs were barking. I thought my parents already left and they hadn't. So, okay. Okay. Send someone to the tunnels to investigate. Let's see how this goes. Very well, who will we send to the most unfortunate mission? I think gambling's in our future. By all that's holy, your highness, we'll sort this out. Just you watch. Unfortunately, your investigators drop off the face of Celeste as they leave on their journey to the tunnels. Grandy Taco bides his time, and the peasants... Yeah, okay. Peasants move away. Yep. Fine. I'm not spending my money. I don't want to go broke. Honor Guard. Your highness, I have a brilliant idea. Why don't you hold a battle royale to choose your honor guard? If you let us host it in the march, we'll even pay it. And it'll be a spectacular boost our economy massively. And of course, I'm confident the Marcher veterans will win. Majesty, this is pointless. Why don't you just choose the honor guard as you have done and be done with it? You know? Guys, I'm willing to spend the money for this. It increases... to increase trade, god damn it. Just battle royale. Hurrah! I'll begin organizing the event at once. It said I had 23,000. Why is my, are my numbers bugged? Welcome one and all. Today's competitors are the Eastern Knights of the Order of the Drowned Rose, fierce battle nuns from the south, and barons of the hardened veteran soldiers. Who will you support? I don't want to support anyone. Must go now. Alright, see ya, Taco! Thank you for coming by! I'm gonna support the march. Wise choice. Now let's watch a little blood get spilled. Wow. Ring the bells. The battle nuns leap forward, her sword flashing, and the Eastern Knight parries effortlessly, singing an ancient war poem. The battle nun dances back, fluid as a viper, and turns her attention to the marcher soldier. Sparks fly as blades crash. The three fighters dart back and forth, almost too fast for your eye to follow. Once, twice. A blade finds its mark, blood splays, and finally, someone stands victorious. It's the Southern Battle Nuns. Her head bowed, standing as she looks still as a statue. Her opponent lied dead at her feet. Oh, damn. Sorry, poet. Bloody hell, this, they must have cheated. Or got unlucky. Regardless, you have a new honor guard, your majesty. But not the one you wanted. That the battle royale is over, everyone agrees that it was a fine day out for those who survived, and the Marcher army attracts a whole new wave of recruits. You know, fine. And finally, the jousting tournament. Again. Majesty, the Barons have invited you to a jousting tournament. How delightfully rustic. I will, you know, what could go wrong? I'll attend myself. Superb, Your Majesty. I'll send the acceptance directly. It's unfolding. Oh, dear God. I don't even want to know. I don't even want to know. I don't even want to know. Okay. What would you guys like to vote for? You can raise stability, you can lower faith, you can lower farming, you can raise authority, you can raise trade, or you can lower trade. What would you like to do? All up to you. You don't really have any good options. Let's start the auction. I have no idea how much money I have, but I have money. Currently $1,000 going to raising authority. Currently $500 going to raising stability. Alright, it looks like those might be our only 2 takers. Do we have any more? Any more takers? Any more at all? Anything? Anything happening? Anything at all? Anything? Alright, 20 seconds remain. It looks like those are the only 2 things that are being funded today. I have no idea who funded what, but can I see? Can I see? Oh, it looks like farming lowering is also being funded, but then more money went towards raising stability. Harrowing votes, harrowing money, money. Okay, so authority and stability have raised. I know why you did it, but I'm glad that it helps me too. Alright. An unfinished project, finding a spouse, or a special guest. Is this the Mount Rushmore? May I have a word, Your Majesty? Many years ago, your mother, Queen Siviel, asked that I carve the mountains into their likeness. I told them it was impossible, but they insisted. Is it not still working that on you? Project has taken longer than anticipated. I would love to see the project completed so we can honor the reign of your late mother. Or if you prefer, it's not too late to redesign in your image. Do you really need a monkey sink like this? A money sink, oops. There are plenty of other places to spend our coin. What would you guys like to do? Can we just cancel? Can we just cancel? Or scale it down. Scaling it down would be nice. You know, just so you know, I have more money than this, I think. Just have fun, have fun. Character says C. You know, gambling. That is gambling. C is gambling. Or you can just continue it as planned and, you know, honor the true queen. Honor the true queen. That's up to you. That's up to you. Just think about it this way, too. For those who want authority and stability to be strong, you may lose money. You may lose money. You may lose money. Are there any other... There's 8 people. Technically, we could tie this. Actually, no, there's not. We can't tie this. Okay. Voting to... Okay. Voting. Cancel the project. A wise decision, Your Majesty. Oh, I got money. Free up a good chunk of gold by shuttering the mountain carving project. It pads the treasury very nicely. Gossip spreads about the queen not being able to follow through. I lose some authority. Oh well. The abandoned mountainside is remained an ugly scar that vaguely resembles a human face. It becomes known as Queen Siviel II's folly and is ironically an indelible part of your legacy. Oh well, I can't speak. Special guest. Who's the special guest? Oh, that's me. The barons have assembled upon a jousting field, waiting from the tall stands, the palace abuzz with excitement. A servant straps armor to help you mount your horse. She hands you a lance, and you ride out onto the field. Welcome one and all, we have the most thrilling guests today. As you ride on the stands, the nobles gasp and stare. Which Baron is this? You know, I don't want to seem childish. That's gonna lower my authority. Glaring will probably also lower authority. It's gonna lower authority. Wave enthusiastically. Cheers erupt, and the nobles stomp so hard that the stands tremble. When the jousting starts, you quickly realize your opponents swerve each time they approach. They don't want to hurt the queen, put dents in the challenge, really. Racing match, isn't it? You're beating everyone soundly. We have a good chance! Damn it! Most of your opponents don't even dare touch you. One, barely taps you with your lance. One deliberately falls off his own horse rather than risk regicide. As the tournament loses the edge, the audience spends more time chatting than watching the action. The barons mutter, it isn't very sporting to play out this way. I made money, though. Let me take the drink really quick. Thank you, Frost. I'm doing fine on the water, thanks to you, Frost. At the end of the tournament, Baron VCat hands you a bag full of gold as your prize. With a strained, toothy smile, jousting is a serious business in the march. Oh, that sucked. Okay. Finding a spouse. Your Majesty, it's important you find a spouse sooner rather than later. Take the liberty of eligible candidates. Who do you prefer, men, women, or do you not mind? Oh, I just realized my mother's dead, so it's the Chancellor talking about this now. Oh. Oh. This time. How about... You know. Let's, calmer this time. Let's see how this goes. Let's see what happens if I say I'm not interested in love. Sure, Your Majesty, the nobles will be most upset. Surely this behooves you to look at least some options. I suppose it would not do harm. Give me men. Give me men. Thank you, Your Majesty. I'll send out messages to see the most influential noble families in the kingdom. Let's see what they have to offer, and that is the end of the season. Continue the season. Let us go. In the east, still don't know how to say that because it's not count. Foggy stands on the rampart of the castle, watching a flock of bats pass before the moon. Suddenly the bats swirl down and begin to merge, collating? English. Into a black-clad figure. Suitably dramatic, I trust. Now, why do you want to meet me? If this isn't good, I'll give you a case of the boils, so hideous it'll make your own mother disown you. I thought we might have a common goal. The Queen has been overstepping her bounds recently, hasn't she? Well, the Queen's Watch did order a quarantine recently. Killed off a highly unique strain that I would have enjoyed watching sweep the populace. Fine, I'll help. If you take care of the bees for me! It's the bees! The bees are back! Oh my god, the bees are back! Oh my god, the bees are back! Oh, the bees are back! Oh! Did you say bees? For those who don't know, my very first time playing King of the Castle. My very first time playing King of the Castle. The poor green people took this exact same route and had to fight the bees. They were stuck on this the entire time and they could not fight the bees. Let's see if the purple peoples can fight the bees. Yes, on this plane, they're simple insects, but in the apiary, the world of dreams and magic, they're powerful and intelligent. They call themselves the dreams of being. They have an innate fondness for royalty and sometimes protect monarchs from magical interference, but they won't harm non-magical folk. Beyond the occasional sting, you can still deal with them. For the next stage of the scheme, the counts must lower all regions' combined farming to 14 or less within 4 seasons. The bees. It's their being. The bees have been my great friend. Okay. No reason to tax anyone, so we'll confirm taxes as they are. Expedition. We're continuously sending out expeditions? Hello? Your Majesty, most excellent news. The expedition that your predecessor, Queen Siviel, sent to Chur has finally returned and they brought a boat full of riches with them. Riches of what kind? A crate full of dazzling gold wielded. Is this a bug? Where did they find all this? In a vault. It's the catch. Not sure what you mean. It's gold. Yeah, too risky. Lower stability. As you send a floatia of the gold dumped unceremoniously into the ocean, half the kingdom thinks you're mad, and more than a bit goes back to the missing. More of it goes missing in transit. One ship never comes back. Yeah. The small price to pay. Small price to pay than losing all of my treasury. Crawler problem and eligible options. Let's go crawler problem. It's been many moons since we last heard from the soldiers that we sent to the tunnels of the Grandee. Tacos land. We must act before this crawler menace spreads to the other regions. Peasants disappear and sinkholes swallow villages whole while Taco hides in a mansion and continues doing nothing. Belligerent fool! Imagine the retaliation if we anger them directly. I would rather abandon my estate. What should the council do to deal with this? You can A, pay the Grandee Sky to host Taco as he abandons the area. B, gather the barons to fight. That's gambling. C, evacuate everyone from the area, including the peasants. Or D, do nothing as the crawlers can retreat on their own. Have fun. Have fun. Guys, why? Why? Why do you want to lower Twade so? Okay. Everyone's voting to evacuate. No one wants to gamble? No one wants to gamble? Guys, this could be so great. The gamble worked out so well last time. So well. Anyway, okay. Definitely one with the evacuation. Holy crap, that really made my... Okay. All these living near the tunnels are steadily relocated, including Grandee Taco and his family. Land is completely abandoned to the crawlers. After a while, they will surely fall into legend. Just done that to begin with. Okay. And eligible options. I found 3 potential matches for you, each one eligible young man from the kingdom of the 3 regions. Choose wisely, you'll be securing a powerful alliance. Yes, yes, I know. The Chancellor leads you into the Great Hall, where you've arranged 3 portraits on easels. For now, each is covered by cloth. You don't get to meet them? No time for sentiment, blah 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 blah. They whisk away the first cloth from the first portrait. This is Vladim, the eldest son of the Eastern Shadow Dynasty. In his youth, he ran off and tried to join a circuit. This sounds oddly familiar. Lost half his family fortune in gambling halls, unfortunately. Got into some trouble with the Inquisition a while ago, but it didn't come to anything. Intriguing. From the south, Melkor. Melkor? I'm gonna go with Melkor. The eldest son of the Sky lineage. He is reputed and has an ego the size of the sun, but there's nothing wrong with a little confidence, right? He's a savvy businessman who has had success in the spice trade. Unfortunately, the business went belly up due to his ramshackle accounting. Redeem? Another hydrate. Alright, thank you, Undertale, for the drink. Don't let Frost hold you hostage, Undertale. I don't like the look of him. And finally, we have the Marchers offering Matthias? A scion of the prestigious Dark Bloodline. A typical Baron, really. Loud, brash, self-absorbed, but mostly well-meaning. Apparently, he's a hell of a fighter, brave as a lion, tough as nails, terror to behold. Give him half a chance, and he'll expound this length on which to blah 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 blah. All the peasants. Is that all? Eh. What do you think? Of course, picking a candidate, you'll anger the other regions, but you'll have a lifelong alliance. I say, right? Why does he? I don't know. He just exists, Sky. He just exists. I have made my decision. I say we don't need the yellow, so we go either red or purple, and we already went purple, so we're going red. Excellent. I'll make the arrangements. Alright, and that's the end of the season. None of these seem important, so we'll end the year. Itching for a fight, stop the presses. How did this go wrong? Your Majesty, some anonymous firebrand in the south is spreading the most inflammatory pamphlets. They're casting, something against you. I understand that the beam of this. What's new? Something different this time. It's not just calling you a bad queen, they're criticizing the very concept of monarchy. This is, republicanism, oh damn. And not in Kurth, but the very own kingdom. What should we do? A, you can track down the printers responsible. B, you can carry any such pamphlet. Oh, I don't know if we want to do kill on spot, but C, you can forbid the use of printing presses altogether, or D, allow the pamphlets to circulate. I like my printing press. My dear beloved predecessor made a good call with the printing press. Printing press kind of really helped, you know, secure the throne. It will not be my undoing. Guys, gamble. Yeah, gamble. You guys don't want to gamble, Foggy. I thought you were a gambling man. I thought you were a gambling man, Foggy. What good? Why do we need more trade? Why do we need more trade? I know this isn't the Grandies, but why do we need more trade? Fine, I guess we're getting more trade. Allow the pamphlets to circulate. We must do something. You expect to let the common folk attack the very foundation of our society? Thanks to your permissive action, the South quickly becomes a haven for radical thought. Wow, that trade went up a lot. Intellectuals travel from across Celeste to debate politics and philosophy. Conversation, wine, and money flow in equal measure. For the first time, people across the kingdom seriously contemplate the idea of a republic, but for now it remains a fragile fraction of rambling rousers and radicals. The royal wedding. Your wedding to Matthias, naturally, is the talk of the kingdom. Nobles and peasants alike travel from across the realm to attend. For a week and a day, the capital is one giant party. It feels like you're the only one not taking part. Instead, you're getting ready for the ceremony. Soon enough, you're standing in St. Bernard's Cathedral with Matthias by your side. Do you wish to take this man as your lawfully wedded husband? Sure. Then I pronounce you queen and husband. After the wedding, of course, there's a feast, and after the feast, there's a dance. Your new husband dances so vigorously, he is just like my father. Damn. Okay. By the time you find yourself alone, it's well past midnight, and you've never been more tired, and he's drunk again. Good God, he's drunk again. Why are you still so full of energy? Oh, you sound just like my mother. You've been asking that question since I was 5 years old, and still swinging from the chandelier. Wow. What do you do in your spare time? Hit people! You know, okay, maybe you're not so bad. 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 Maybe. Okay. And that's... Oh no, itching for a fight. Your Majesty, we in the March have finished a complete reorganization of our new army. It's truly a most powerful beast now. This is the moment I wished I could raise one eyebrow. Yeah, powerful. Is there something you want? Since you asked, I was hoping the crown might be willing to host some military exercises. The soldiers are restless. You want me to start a... Well, can you define exercises? Let's need a suitable campaign, but our swords out and spears. An unbloodied army isn't worth salt at all, I say. Let's see what the council thinks. Instead of a costly war, Your Highness, you could establish mercenary companies to fight abroad and take a healthy cut for the profits. Or Your Majesty wished to gain something more than gold. We could use our might as intended to make, inroads into Taliban, whose meager army will surely be no match. You could either A, establish a mercenary company loyal to the barons, B, start a border dispute, for the Taliban, or C, embark on a full-scale invasion of the Ajmedi Empire. That sounds stupid. Or D, deny the barons their foolhardy exercises. I already used my veto. Come on, guys, help me out with this one. I don't think we do. I don't think we do. Guys, that's stupid. Guys, anyone voting for C, that's dumb. That's very dumb. Do you see our military might? Do you see our military might here? Sure, the barons are fine. Do you see the other two? Anyone want to have a final vote? God damn it. Okay, I was kind of hoping to go the other way. I know I could have ended it. I could have tied it. Anyone else want to vote for B? Thank you. I now have an option. I am fine with B, right? They both technically do the same thing, but one of them's foolhardy. One of them's foolhardy. This is the problem here, right? This is the problem. B, we can actually win. So I'll go with B. Yeah, see? See? We're not going with C. Citing a centuries-old agreement, between the kingdom and the Ajmedi Empire, one which ruled Taliban, the Baron's force soon occupies a small strip of land on the March-Taliban border. Stability lowers a little, authority raises, and defiance can't go lower. The Marcher battalions see action, but not enough, as the local resistance is paltry. Meanwhile, you await word from the Queen of Talibanese. Taliban, whatever. We're at war now, congratulations. And that is it? That is it. Deep in the forest of the March, Baron VCat has gone boar hunting with a few close friends. Our plans are getting better than expected. The spy master thinks that all is well in the kingdom, and while the cat... It's very, very ironic. And while the cat's away, the mice shall play. Cats aren't the best for getting rid of mice. You're better off with the terrier. I think you missed the point of the analogy. Hello. Never mind. Our next step is to replace the palace watch with our own agents. Should be easy enough if the queen can't pay them. The watch will look for more money elsewhere. The next stage of the rebellion, the barons must lower the treasury to 1,500 or less in 2 seasons. Good luck. Seeking something. In the south, beneath the scorching heat, the grandee Taco is strolling through the vineyard in the company of a few close friends. You said you had a surprise for me? Indeed, here it is. Behold! Your Majesty, what are you doing here at such an hour? I'm sorry, I hope you didn't overhear any. Yeah, blah blah blah, it's not the queen. Above all, the spy master told me. Oh, now they have more, they're more military. Wow. That means we can move to the next phase, kidnapping the queen and putting the fool into place. How do you manage that? You needed another chaos. AKA, you need stability at 4 or less in 2 seasons, damn. Good luck. So, in other words, someone needs to lower treasury to 1,500 or less in 2 seasons. The purple people need to kill the bees by lowering the farming to 14 or less across all territories, and the grandees need to lower the kingdom's stability to 4 or less in 2 seasons. Let's talk about the war. A letter, Your Majesty, from the Queen of Taliban. Dear Queen Civil II, I regret to have learned that you have a number of soldiers bearing banners on barons, of your barons have occupied the edges of my territory. I'm sure this is very unfortunate misunderstanding. Still, I ask you desist immediately. The consequences of not doing so will be severe. My gaunts will be watching as always. P.S. I know about your nut allergy. I have a nut allergy? Oh, that's news to me. They're the gaunts. They're a shadowy rumor, but I believe they're the Taliban's network of expert spies and assassins. So she's threatening me. I would assume so, yes. What do you guys want to do? Go on the offensive, take as much territory as possible, continue to occupy the border regions and wait for retaliation, or withdraw the barons immediately? You guys have fun. You guys have fun. Not immediate to vote, I see. It's up to you guys, though. Oh, you guys are taking the boring option. You guys don't want the foolhardy go and break the... Okay. 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 Okay, I see. I see. Let me take the drink, thank you. Oh, we're not overcoming this. Move the troops. No. Continue to occupy the border regions and wait for the retaliation. Barons continue to hold newly gained territory, and some are clearly eager to push forward. You hear nothing from the Queen, as the troops only provide token resistance. Still, you know you'll have to watch your back. I do judge you. I do. I have to judge you. It's my job, is to judge you guys. An invitation. Without a word, Foggy hands you a blood-stained envelope sealed with the wax. Oh god, do I have to be a wolf again? No. I don't care about the Crimson Visual. I don't care. I don't care. I'll just attend. See you at the next vigil. Thank you. Thank you. Rising tempers. Sibula, I have something I need to discuss with you. I've been touring the grounds and speaking with your officers. A lot of wasted potential, if you ask me. Make me a general to the Royal Army and I'll whip them into shape. It could turn the tide of war one day. Just to lower my authority. What was his thing again? He hits people for fun. He did trading, right? He was the spice trader. I don't know. I don't know. I don't want to lose my... You know what? Have fun. Have fun. Hurrah, I'll have them up to snuff in no time. Despite your other generals grumbling, you hold a lavish ceremony in which Matthias decorated with a number of meaningless medals and given a fancy new sword as a badge of office. But to no one's surprise, not much change comes over the weeks. If anything, Matthias is out of his depth. I feel like I said that's completely wrong, but that's the end of the season. What would you guys like to do? You can increase farming, you can increase stability, you can lower farming, you can lower military, you can lower authority, or you can lower stability. Have fun there. Well, I know what you guys are gonna vote for already, but that's okay. You can try and prove me wrong. Try and prove me wrong, but I can already tell you I'm not meeting my check. I'm not meeting my, my wonderful check. No one's funding anything yet, I see. Yep, no surprise there. No surprise there. No surprise at all. Raising to raise stability? Interesting choice. Alright, and it looks like we're not raising stability. We have 17 seconds left to place your final votes. Why would you vote to lower military? What point is there to lower military further? Specifically with the counts. What point is that to... I don't understand that investment, but it looks like we're lowering farming and we're raising stability. Wait, oh, that's... Okay, it's 15. Okay, we're good. I can count. Alright, Unfolding Chaos, a Crimson Vigil, about your heir. Crimson Vigil. The Crimson Vigil takes place in the Bleak Castle atop the Eastern Hill. Your journey takes weeks, and your baggage train keeps getting stuck in the bogs. Guess the Crimson Vigil will complete on who will dress the best. I say... we... I don't want to spend any money on this. I've never gone with no clothing on, but we'll go with the ghost. As you're assessing your appearance, Foggy sweeps in, dressed as a living corpse. Welcome, welcome, a spooky costume, your highness, I like it. Please remember to stay in the upper levels, dungeons are out of bounds. In the ballroom, the counts gathered, all dressed in frightful monsters, wolfmen, pumpkinheads, witches. A waiter glides past, holding a tray of... Oh dear god. Oh dear god, that continued. I thought we weren't calling it that! Holding a tray of Foggy Doubloon 30s. I love my burgers so much. The pianist plays a mournful tune. The Crimson Vigil begins at midnight. What role will you take? A mourner, or you take portray the Hound of the Betrayer? Which one was which? If you're unsure, you could stick to being a mourner. Yeah, it's either chasing or we're not chasing, right? Go with the mourner. Your ceremonial role will stand among the other mourners as you wait for the hounds to catch up to the queen in exile. After that, they follow the other mourners do. Good luck. Yep, yep, yep. I'll be playing the queen in exile this evening. The hounds of the betrayer will try and catch me. But fear not, I am swift as a falling star and old as a hill. I'll stand among the mourners. Foggy runs down the corners, flames licking behind him, pursued by a dozen counts in monstrous costumes. It's a bizarre sight. Just wait. Half an hour later, Foggy is dragged back, their crowns still smoldering. One by one, the mourners drop to their knees in a posture of worship. I refuse to bow. And the counts murmur in shock as you stand stubbornly, arms crossed. The ceremony concludes with a mock execution and the bottle of very expensive red wine spilled over Foggy's head. After that, the music is cheerful, the counts dance and chat along into the night. At dawn, you board your carriage and begin a long journey back to the capital. Damn, Foggy. Unfolding chaos. There's an unusually large number of petitioners today. Imagine— oh god, do they have clipboards? I will hear from the barons. Someone's been attacking my caravans in the march, my liege. Not even targeting anything in particular, just looking for a maximum havoc. Damn. Yeah, it's not coming off. Come on. I can't get them off my head. They're just gonna— come on. They're not leaving. Wow. Okay, oh, my farming. Oh, my farming. Your Highness, someone has been burning my fields. Wow, I'm so glad that we went to war, guys, and didn't fight fully. Oh, dear God! Yeah, you definitely
throw the
did.
bits too.
You definitely did throw bits too. You definitely did. You definitely did. Thank you for the bits, Shadow. Cyrus, the root of your problems. Goodbye, treasury. There's more yet, Your Majesty. Payment's been siphoned off from your tax collectors. Large amounts of— oh, wow. Thank you. Please someone explain what's going on. I believe this has to do with Talavan, Your Majesty. Queen Emila's cunning woman and her network of spies is legendary. Please, this retaliation she promised. I advise caution. Anyone here could be on her payroll. We must call a vote. Root out the traitors or pull, the troops. What do you guys want to do? Do you want to kill people or do you want to not kill people? I feel like we're not going to feel the end of this, but either way, have fun. I'm gonna let you guys have fun with this. I won once. I don't need to win again. I'm already losing my, ambition check, so... have fun. Have fun. Have fun. Have fun indeed. Everyone wants to root out the traitors. No one wants to pull out troops. We're going to war? So sometimes you're for war, sometimes you're against war. I don't understand you guys anymore. I don't understand you guys. You guys are confusing. You guys are very confusing. Oh, my tracking just lose? I heard the disconnect sound. Anyway, root out the traitors is what you guys voted for. Your marshal and spy master work in tandem to identify and bring justice to those suspected of working for the Talavans. By the end of the week-long effort, the ringleaders are brought before you. Your Majesty, the traitors have been found. Count Foggy, Grimwald, and, Taco. Damn. Torn the battlements with their heads. Oh, beautiful. Oh, beautiful. Oh, beautiful! Kill them all! Thank you for the money. Offending nobles are carted outside and executed without trial, and their personal effects are seized. Unfortunately, even with the accused nobles' heads warning on your pikes, the sabotage continues. Oh, my poor farming. By the time you realize those arrests are not Gaunt's agents, it's too late. God damn it. I don't think it was anyone from your line, Sky. The war is a disaster. While you spend your autumn putting out fires all over the kingdom, Talavan's meager army swoops in and decimates your remaining forces. Wow. Oh, did my track? I just lost tracking. 1 second. 1 second. 1 second. 1 second. Let me retry this really quick. There we go. Okay, we're back. Just give me my air already, please. Guys should have just went fully into war. Your marriage has grown strong and steady. Though it begins a political arrangement, it's blossomed to something like love. I actually have another loving husband. It's time you thought about an heir. Congratulations are in oil, the road of wedding was success, but something's still missing in heir. We need someone young, trust assured, yep, just like I was. We'll have a child together. Yep, no one will argue with that. I don't think the child's gonna have a very happy life, but we'll see how this goes. Blackmail and bribery. Somewhere in the march, Baron VCat sits across a banquet, gnawing at a greasy chicken leg. He and his fellow plotters discuss the scheme between mouthfuls. Palace Watch won't accept our bribes, the treasury's practically overflowing, they don't need our money. I suppose straight into the Spymaster to blab about it too. Damn, our luck is in the end. The best investments are never profitable to begin with. We will bribe our time, or we'll bide our time, hello, and strike again when the Queen least expects it. The Baron's aim is to lower the treasury to 1,500 or less. Meanwhile, in the south, Grandee Taco has invited his closest associates to the manor house for some wine and cheese and treason. The kingdom's on the brink of chaos. It's perfect. We have to strike. What do we intend to do? Swoop in and kidnap the queen in full view of the palace watch? No, of course not. We need to use chaos to our advantage. We have two options. Do you guys want to lower your own farming or do you want to raise your own defiance? What would you guys like to do? I have an idea of what you want to do, but just have fun nonetheless. Much water's left? Not a lot. I took the drink though, thank you. Is there anyone left from the Grandees? It's only Taco and Sky. Sky, are you still here? I know Taco left. I know Taco had to go. What happens if no one votes? Sorry, Sky. I thought you were gone. I'm like, I'll just take the easy route. Bye. Need to convince the Queen that the South is on the verge of rebellion. In that current climate, she'll be forced to make a diplomatic visit to smooth things over. Once we strike, one queen enters into a peace tent and another queen leaves. The final stage, you need to defiance at least 5 without starting a rebellion. Oh no, the bees. They won against the bees! In the east, Count Foggy and the Wizard are standing atop her grim windows towering over howling winds, blah 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 blah. Done an adequate job destroying the bees. God damn it, not the bees. I suppose I won't have to give you leprosy. Thanks, Great Wizard. Now shall we discuss how to overthrow this troublesome queen? Do you guys want to raise stability or do you want to raise trade? I don't think this is a question. Have fun. You guys could go the hard route. Could go the hard route. Damn it. It's not too late to go the hard route. It's not. It's too late. I really suck at this run. Okay. So cursed her with a fate worse than death. Worse than death? Well, it can be done, but I require an additional fee. Enough gold to sink a galleon, perhaps. That's a good start. Dragon's bones! We have already sealed the deal. No, something you should learn. Dealing with wizards is tricky business. Now get me that gold. The final stage of their scheme, the counts must keep their trade at... Can we sabotage? 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 Actually? How about a rebellion, guys? How about a rebellion? Mercantile complaint. Oh, thank you. Your Majesty, the richest merchants of the East have been bribed the counts to, exclusive charter. They're now control-
Sivior, why do you hate US so much?
There's good reason. There's good reason. You know why? You know why? Because you guys are evil. The richest merchants of the East have bribed the counts to an exclusive charter. They're now in control of the silver and trade. It's a monopoly, Your Majesty. They're scamming the public of fixed goods, pushing smaller traders like myself out of the business. Something must be done. What would you guys... Do you guys really want the counts to win is the question. What do you mean? What do you mean?
What have we done that is evil?
What do you mean? What do you mean? I don't want the counts to win. I don't want the counts to win, okay? Just fun. Have fun. Have fun. Have fun. Just vote for what you want. Just vote for what you want. Just vote for what you want. Do I vote to help? Just vote whatever you want. Just vote whatever you want. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Reverse voting for the win. Okay. We want to lower trade. I don't care about stability anymore. Lower that trade, please. You send the merchant away, ignoring his desperate protests. Over the next few weeks, more and more small traders across the east start going bankrupt. But the biggest companies are expanding each day and recording incredible profits. Winter chill. Brr, the eastern winter is especially cruel this year, Your Majesty. I can still feel it in my bones. We can add more fires. Or logs to fire, yeah.
Chat,
No.
I will make a event night that is Huntsu in Minecraft if you let us win.
No, you won't. No. No, you won't. No, you won't. It's not about just me. The east, in the east, the river's frozen and people won't be able to work for fear of frostbite. My butler touched an iron fence post and lost his entire finger. What would you guys just have fun? What would you guys like to do? What would you guys like to do? What would you guys like to do? It's all up to you. I'm still just impressed that I won one of these matches. My heir has continued to fail spectacularly, but I did well. Happy about that. Alright, it looks like we are sending food to the eastern stockpiles. The treasurer arranges for a huge wagon of grains, fruit, vegetables, all to be sent to the east. They're rolling in. Presents cheer weekly before the hurrying back to their houses to the shelter from the winds. Defiance lowers, my treasury is lower, but farming is better. Along with food, extra seed is coming in the spring, and the eastern farmland should be better shape next year, barring any unforeseen accidents. Barring, sorry. And stargazing. This simply can't go on, Your Majesty. These arch-bofins think they know everything, but they know nothing of the Ninth God's wrath. Please, Your Majesty, we found the perfect site for an observatory high in the southern hills, but it's Grandy Skies lands, and he refused to let us build there. Such things are heresy. The stars are just big and close up as the Ninth God intended. Who are just big? Yeah, whatever. Who put up these ideas? I bet it was those barons like Dark. Can either A, construct the observatory, B, find a different site for the observatory, C, forbid the construction of the observatory, or D, forbid the construction and investigate the scholars' fundings. Have fun. I don't know. Peoples don't like you. I guess they have something against you and your noble ways. You guys are going with the gamble? We're going with gambling on this? You haven't had a good gamble in a while. Gambling's always pay off. Gambling always pays off. Always. Always. Let's go gambling! Construct the observatory. It succeeded! Defiance is raised, but the trade is wealthy. And that's the end of the season. End the season, let us go. Anything good. Royal Gamble. Treasury plus 60 if the nobles vote for the selected option. If the nobles vote otherwise, Treasury minus 200. Yeah, no, that sounds terrible. We'll keep what we have. Panic in the Council, the finest mead, or pushing for change. Let's go with the mead. Alcohol. Your Majesty, the seasons have not been kind to us in the south. We face poor harvests and miserable farms. I beg of you, send aid! What do your people need? What people? No, I'm to be wed, Your Majesty. And when that day comes, I will drink only the finest mead. but in the farms in the current state, we lack honey. We need more bees! You already want to replenish the bees? Force the farmers of the south to don their fancy wicker suits, and we shall drink the mead of fine honey wine. Do you want to offer subsidies? Do you want to pass law to mandate beekeeping? Or I'm not letting you do nothing. So have fun. The bees! Guys, we can save the bees! Let there be bees. The bees. Oh wow, look at the bees. Wow, it's the bees. So yeah, have fun with the bees. 6, 5, 4. Last chance to pick if you want to pass the law that mandates the bees or offer honey. It's like we're offering honey. Southern farmers are uncertain until you explain the apriotism actually just means keeping bees. Soon, the south is abuzz. Thank you, Your Highness. My wedding is sure to be a success. I am so glad I helped your wedding. Alright, and panic in the council. Your Highness, I bring bad news from the south. We are receiving reports of... I'm sure your news can wait. I bring urgent tidings from the east and demand the Queen's attention. Okay. Your turn. Why don't you settle this quarrel outside? Meanwhile, I have news from the march. It is urgent. And now, one at a time, the cities of the south are being consumed by riots on a weekly basis. Our citizens want to overthrow the queen and elect a more competent ruler. Is that all? By the blood of the dead, the eastern courts are corrupt, your grace. Judges are letting off the vilest criminals in return for the slightest bit of coin. My news is worse still. Order in the march has broken down, your highness. Some of the battalions have killed their own officers and begun revolting with wilderness. Roving the wilderness, there we go. Acting like common bandits. What do you suggest? Unfortunately, we lack the resources to tackle these problems at once. We must vote on which matter to prioritize. Do you want to restore the order in the cities of the south, reform the eastern courts, or hunt down the outlaws? Which would you prefer to do first? This is up to you guys. He stepped on your dog. That's quite the statement, VCat. It's a very interesting selection that you guys are going with. I don't quite understand the Count's vote. The corrupt eastern judges are stubborn. Whether you try to remove them from their old posts, they retaliate by enforcing all unforgotten laws. Suddenly the merchants... Yeah, why would you vote for this? The purple people's voted for this, and this is hurting them. Suddenly merchants are legally required to wear blindfolds on weekends, and every coin must be passed under the nose of a cat before it's spent. Trade grinds to a halt. Once the stupid old laws are repealed, you enact crucial legal reforms. No more corruption in the east, or at least that's less of it. Everyone else is angry, but stability raised. And pushing for change. After a particularly long session at the council, Matthias comes, to bring you to your chambers. Hell's bells, how do you deal with all that talking? When will you do something decisive? What? Dude, I thought we liked each other. Well, what can you do? I was thinking, what if we did something to make things better? I want to plant a forest in the march. It could help train the troops and give them a place to practice. I see increased farming. We need to be careful with the budget. Oh, we can't afford more? We'll squeeze out as much as we can, or won't we? Hey, farming raised. He kisses your cheek and then hurries out to enact his plans. And we'll be good. Okay. The barons still need to lower the treasury to 1,500 or less. The purple peoples need to raise trade to at least 10 and hold it. And the yellow peoples need to raise defiance to at least... Oh. GG's. GG's. All I can say is GG's. Didn't even realize. Didn't even realize. I didn't even realize! Okay. Okay. Well, we won once. Your Majesty, the Grandies are inviting you to the south to meet with them in person. I think it'd go a long way towards smoothing over recent tensions. Must I? My apologies, Your Majesty, but it is for the best. With the kingdom teetering on the knife's edge, you can't afford to conflict with the Grandies. You bid a fond goodbye to your husband. Good luck, my dear. Show those self-righteous southern bastards who's boss. Yes, Sky. Sky, this was your child. This was your child, Sky. You embark on a long, uncomfortable journey down south. After crossing searing deserts and dried-out riverbeds, you reach your destination, the House of Sunset. This is traditionally the best place for diplomacy, and talk of peace is neutral ground, where no blood can be spilled. Welcome, welcome. Take your seat at the high table, Your Highness. Can we get you a drink? No need. Let's cut to the chase. An excellent plan. Your southern battle nuns head off to pray, leaving you and the Grandee Taco completely alone. Is it your imagination, or did you share a nod of understanding with the Grandee before they left? Oh, damn. Your Highness, there's something I want you to meet. You hear soft footsteps, a curtain parts, and you're suddenly confronted with yourself. Well, aren't you a stunner? Damn. The voice is almost, but not quite, identical to your own, a little too nasal. Do you like it? It took a year of training to get the voice right. Can I keep it? Alas, Your Majesty, this creature belongs to me, and unlike you, it does what I say, which makes things a definite upgrade. A dozen southern soldiers suddenly loom in the shadows. Strong hands seize you roughly and bundle you towards the door. Quick, you must make sure her body won't be discovered. A bag is stuffed over your head, and your arms are tied behind your back. You're loaded into a mule-like sack, into a sack of grain. After you jolt around on the mule, you have plenty of time to contemplate your upcoming demise. It's funny, the kingdom won't even notice you're gone. Perhaps Matthias will realize? But then it'll be too late. You'll already be dead. By the time the bag is finally whipped off your head, you find yourself perched on the edge of a playa, standing over a mud-brown lake. Dozens of crocodiles swimming and snapping below. Any last words? Perhaps you wish to offer a prayer to the ninth for salvation. May the seventh god feast on your eyeballs in hell. Taco takes a run up and kicks you firmly off the plank. The crocodiles thrash and spin, fighting over each other to reach you. The water turns red. Long live the new queen. Same as the old queen. No, I didn't have a kid yet. I didn't have a kid yet. My damn husband would rather fight with logs and trees than give me a kid. The kid could have soothed everything over. Nobody would ever know that the queen had been replaced with an imposter. It isn't mentioned in the history books, only Grandees knew. They took the secret to their graves. The barons attempted to worm their way into the palace was uncovered, and a number of arrests were made. Baron VCat II ended his life chained up upside down to a dungeon wall. The attempt to woo Posteliot of the Eastern cause was the doom to fail. The wizard retreated once more from politics, but not before afflicting Count Foggy with explosive hemorrhoids? Foggy got hemorrhoids? And the Grandee's doppelganger was in power long enough to name Nazir as her heir before meeting her own unfortunate end. Grandee's grip on the crown was secure for now. Poor Foggy. You know, we did pretty well. I'd say we did pretty well. We won once. We won once. We definitely won once. I think that's enough. I think that's enough King of the Castle for today. So, ooh, I'm still behind chat. There we go. All right, so, ooh, hello. That was the wrong thing. There we go. Okay, Sun's now king, but my line goal failed. Exactly. You know, I'd say that was a success. I didn't expect to actually win today. I didn't expect to actually win. I was very impressed with that. That being said, thank you guys for coming to today's stream. Went on a little longer. I was gonna go another hour, but I don't think a third session would necessarily do anyone any good. We will pick up a King of the Castle later, another time though. Next week, I'm unsure. Definitely at least the week after. Or is that? No. It should be good. Wait. I might be out of town the week after. We'll see. I'll figure it out. So eventually, we will play King of the Castle again. Hopefully sooner rather than later. Yeah, have a good day, everyone, or night, depending on your time zone. Thank you for coming to today's stream, and yeah, see you next time.